Come on in the room. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on in the room. Hey, God is good all the time. Come on in the room. Yeah. 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 Come on in the room. Mm. Good morning, The Taste with Tanya. It is good to see you, girl. Thank you for blessing my life. Yes. How are you? How are you this morning, Lord? My ice pack want to act funny. Ugh. Good morning, welcome way. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for blessing my life. How are you? How are y'all doing? Come on in the room. Hey, we got some stuff to talk about, y'all. Yes, we have some things to talk about. Hi, TM. Thank you for blessing my life. How are you? Y'all are so sweet. This lady keep messaging me every day. I don't even know this woman. I felt like she knew me the other night. She started asking questions about my life. She was like, "Do you have times where this, and that happens?" And I was like, or she'll be like, "I know that this is going on in your life." And I'll be like, "That's happening right now. How does she know that?" I might need to delete that lady. I am great. I am fantastic. I got some things I want to talk to y'all about today. So we're going to get into it, y'all. You already know, please, if you like me in real life, please give me a like. And please give me a like, guys. Please, please, please. So first things first, if you guys want to go ahead and if you have goals, good morning, Sierra Janae. Thank you for blessing my life. Y'all give me all the energy. I don't even need no coffee. I got my little breakfast essentials though. How are y'all doing? How's your morning going? What was for breakfast? How'd you sleep last night? Did your kids get on the bus on time? How y'all doing? I need to know before I get into this. I need to know. I need a few people in here. I definitely need virtual life because I got some stuff to say to her, to her today. Okay. Good. I had oatmeal. It was lit. That's what I'm talking about. Lit morning. I just say good morning to y'all. Really, I be saying lit morning. I'm like lit morning, lit morning, lit morning. It's lit. Hey, it's lit. That's what me and my baby do. But I love me some oatmeal, baby. Especially the real kind that you make yourself in the pan with some milk, some cinnamon, some butter, a little bit of salt, some sugar, some cinnamon. Ooh, honey. I'll set it up right now. Getting ready for work at 6 a.m. here. You must be in California or somewhere over there. Good morning. Happy Thursday, Uncensored Eats. Thank you for blessing my life. Yes, add some fresh fruit, honey. Yes. Night was good, thank you. And getting ready for work soon. Y'all know my body, I'm not able to work for the man. I'm not able to work for the man. But I'm putting in this work right here, y'all. I'm so tired. Do you understand me? I have been up just long night, daughter sick. I'm sorry, Tanya. I'll be praying for your baby. I sure will. Hope she feels better soon. That sucks. I hate that. You hate when your kids are sick, man. It's just like, especially if you have things to do and you're gonna be away from them for a while or something like this. It's aggravating. But I've been up. Honestly, I need to make sure that I don't do what I keep telling everybody else not to do, is getting falling into this YouTube live black hole, because I want to make sure I have content for my just viewers as well. But I mean, I'm just maybe that's my niche. I don't know, because my main issues don't even be me in this page. I really don't even be thinking about this page. I be up like, okay, she wants me to help her run her playlist. And it's not even a situation where I'm getting taken advantage of, because like I told y'all before, y'all pour in so much into me. It's crazy. Y'all are sewing so much into me. I'm at work now. Oh, Sierra Janae, God bless you, girl, because it's early. Yeah, and she's a gymnast, so her poor little body just being worked. She's staying out of school today. Oh, you tell the girls get some rest. She's a gymnast, baby. Woo, keep her in that thing. Best wishes for your daughter, Tanya. Thank you, guys. Love on each other. Please love on each other. But yeah, I'll be up like, especially since I made this Facebook group. I've just been really, I've always been really focused on other people, but it's just like I know what what people to focus on and to pour into. If I feel at any point in time that boundaries are being crossed as far as me protecting myself, then I'll cut it off. Just like that. Now I believe in second chances, but as far as like like I'll tell you, hey, this is too much. I can't, don't want to, I can't do that right now for you. And if they can't understand that, they have to go. I just told somebody, I think we talked about this morning. Oh, I think it was Allie. And I told her, I said, when you set boundaries, that's how you really know why people were there. That's how you know why they were there in the first place, when you set boundaries. Because if they weren't there for you, you're gonna know it. Yes, okay. Best, okay. Mab Shine. Hi, good morning, Mab. Good morning, good morning. Always follow your first vibe. I don't always follow my first vibe. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I trust myself, but when it comes to other people, but I don't trust myself with myself. I gotta listen to Jesus. If sometimes I might think it's one thing, and then I might pray about it or think, and then my spirit of discernment says, no, because your first vibe might get you in some trouble sometimes. My issue is not setting boundaries with family members. You know what? I had that same issue, and it's crazy that you say that, because after I do the announcements, our topic, our conversation is going to be basically, I just was thinking about yesterday, whose story is it to tell? Because I watched an episode of Grey's Anatomy where she told her part of her story, which in her story, there are other characters, as you guys know, which are family members, who sometimes when you tell your story, a little piece of their story gets told within your story, but that's not your fault. And setting boundaries, that's almost the same as telling your story, because telling your story is, you can't really do that until you're completely honest with yourself and your situation. So to me, when you set boundaries, you're only able to do that if you're being honest with yourself. Like, listen, I've been doing too much. I can't. Right now, my mind can't handle that. I'm tired mentally, emotionally. I can't do it. And if you can set them boundaries for yourself, to not allow yourself to stress yourself out, I'm not going to be arguing with you, running my blood pressure up. So I'm definitely not going to let you argue with me for my blood pressure to go up. Absolutely not. Regardless, it's not your fault that you're in the family that you're in, although we love our family. But you have to understand that it's going to be harder, because you feel like you know them, they feel like they know you, and it seems like they have the authority to be upset with you when they really don't. They're people too, and you still need people close to you, right, that affect your energy, that are going to make sure that you're getting poured into. Regardless of whether or not it's family, you got to be honest and let them know, this is something that I can no longer allow from me, and therefore I can no longer allow this from you. And if you can't respect that, then you got to love them from a distance. You better get one of them gigantic spoons that your grandma used to put on the wall, the wooden ones, and that's how you communicate with them. You feed them with that right there. And then you listen. Your life will be so. I miss some of them sometimes, right? But the stuff that I don't miss outweighs the stuff that I miss. And if I take into consideration how it's going to affect me in the long run, I don't want it and I don't need it. Man, Oli, hi! Thank you for back to my live. Is this your first time here? I think it is. Thank you for dropping in my live. Absolutely. Absolutely. Really appreciate it. I'm at work, so I can't stay. Thank you for blessing my live. I appreciate you for coming. Avanti, good morning. Good morning, sweetheart. You still on spring break? Right. You go back to school Monday, right? Thank you. Thank you. How are you? How y'all doing this morning? But yeah, TM, you just gotta kind of think about it that way, because it's hard. It's so hard to set it's not even really that hard to set boundaries for family. The hardest part is when they cross those boundaries, you know, putting your foot down and enforcing those boundaries. Because, you know, it seems like they're not going to be as forgiving. But listen, it's the best thing I ever did in my life was got dog set boundaries and enforce them. I'm going to get ready for work, but keep the live running. I'll be back soon. Thank you. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Good morning, my beautiful friend. I'm at work just stopping to show some love. And Leslie Nicole, thank you for stopping in. Y'all are make me feel blessed. Y'all coming in here when y'all supposed to be at work now. Don't get fired now, because you know I stay in the hood. I can't help you. I can't help you. But let's get on to the announcements. Hi, Beijis. I still don't know how to say that, but it sounds French. Good morning to you, Beijis. How are you this morning? Thank you for blessing my life. Y'all are the best. Okay. Okay, let me get into this thing here. Announcements. First of all, I want to shout some people out. I'm watching you all. I'm on this clock. I just told them cut to the chase. Don't lose your job now, because I can't help you if you do. If you do that. Big Easy. Oh, now I get it. I was saying Beijing. Okay, announcements. First things first. I want to shout out two people real quick. ASMR Renee. First of all, I want to shout you out because listen to me when I say this. Okay. I remember when you were afraid to go live and you were like, no, and all that, right? And then you went live a couple times. You let us in just a little bit, right? And all the while, still producing your content. I'm not worried about you falling into the YouTube live black hole. Not yet. Because it can become pretty addicting, I'm gonna tell you. As you build these relationships. But I appreciate that you continue with your content. So for your viewers, you know what I mean? But I will say that I saw that you went live last night. And the caption was breaking the ice or something to that effect that let the viewers know that you were kind of nervous. Listen, I am so freaking proud of you. Okay. I haven't gotten a chance to watch the whole thing yet. I woke up at 4:30 this morning and I was watching a little bit of it, just giving you some time and supporting or whatever. And I was just like, you came on camera with your bandana on, your pigtails. You know what I'm saying? You didn't put the makeup on, and your freaking inner beauty like just shone through the freaking camera. And I'm so proud of you. Like I am so proud of you. Let's see. Start back playing my. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna get to that too because I want to discuss that because I want to support some playlists as well. But Miss Relentless Renee, I wanted to tell you that I'm so proud of you. Second person I want to shout out is My Virtual Life. I know you were talking about being afraid to go live and things like that. And one of my reasons for being on here is because of my low self-esteem. People don't be believing it. Okay, it's cool. But my personality is not the same thing as how I feel about myself. My personality is how God made me. You know, being talkative and having a voice. That's a gift that I was given. But I didn't even know how to use my voice in the past because I had such low self-esteem. Getting on this camera, talking to y'all, that's helping my self-esteem, believe it or not. Like, I'm like, you know what? These people don't even know me that well yet. Yet I don't feel judged. I feel like when you meet a stranger, you feel like you can start over because they don't have a history of or a mental history of your choices, of your decisions in life. So when you meet a stranger, that's why it seems like it's easier to discuss things with a stranger because you don't feel judged. They don't know you. You know what I mean? It's easier to share a dream with a stranger because they're not going to be so quick to shut it down. They don't know you. They're not going to place limitations on you, but because of how they feel about themselves or because of what they think they know about you. What they think they know and what they really know we don't know each other at all. I'm going to tell you that right now. You don't know nobody. You know nobody. You don't know your mama. You don't know your daddy. You know what's on the outside and you know what they choose to tell us. But it's a whole movie going on up in here. Let me tell you something you ain't never ever seen. You ain't never ever seen this movie. Okay? We know nothing about. We just got to respect what we see and what they choose to tell us. That's it. That's all. You got to come at people without expectation. Otherwise, you're going to be disappointed every time. Okay? So that's that. I want to tell my virtual life that I'm proud of you for your video that you put out. I watched the whole 31 minutes. Your transparency, I enjoyed that because you didn't mind being honest about it, right? And I love that about you. I just want to tell you, just tell your story. You don't have to explain anything to anybody. You don't have to give us, if you want to paraphrase, if you want to give us a preface, if you want to tell us a little bit about what it is that you're trying to explain to us, cool. But when you're just talking about some of your choices and your decisions, and you don't have to say, and I know that I was wrong. No, you was wrong. We know you was wrong. But your word, that's the past. That's past tense. Word. You live and you learn. And then you were going in on yourself about certain things you did in high school. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Leave those things where they are, honey, because God will meet you right where you at. He not gonna meet you back in high school. He's not gonna meet you back with the decisions that you made back in high school. He's not gonna meet you for some bad decision that you made yesterday. If your mind and your heart is in the place right now in this second to be better, to level up, to trust God and to live a better lifestyle, that's where he's gonna meet you at. He's gonna meet you wherever you are mentally. You have grown from that. You have learned from that. It's over. It's a wrap. Over and done. That's a part of the movie that we're not gonna rewind and keep on going back and forth to that part of your life. It's a wrap. And from now on, I don't care if it happened 5 minutes ago. If you make a mistake 5 minutes ago and you learn from it and realize I probably shouldn't have did that, then you good. You good, girl. Just tell your story. Don't have to keep explaining yourself to people. Y'all, you know how I feel about the people. Okay? You know how I feel about the people. Don't you worry about the people. The people can't make or break you. You understand me? Girl, let's see. You better testify. Don't make me start singing to you because you know I will. Before you let my love away. Before you let my love away. Hi, Eddie Natural. Hi. Absolutely. Your past makes you. Girl, you have learned. Ain't you glad that you made that mistake in high school and that you ain't making it right now at 32 years old? Looking crazy. 33 years old? No. You don't look crazy when you make childish mistakes as a child. You look crazy when you make childish mistakes as a legal adult. I ain't gonna say a grown up because some of us ain't really grown. But girl, by anybody, no, honey. Because listen, I tried to throw a girl into in front of a moving car before. Um, I can tell y'all that story time at some point. What else? Did I do? And I don't even know if I was in high school. I think I was in 8th grade when that happened. I stabbed somebody in the hand with a pencil one time, all because he touched me on the school bus. I didn't know him, and I was new, and it was my brother and I was always in survival mode. Y'all know we stay in survival mode with no survival skills. I was in survival mode, and this don't touch me. I don't know you, sir. Got stabbed right in the hand. I didn't stab him hard, and we became really, really good friends after that. No, I didn't play only because I think as a child I was afraid of everything. I was so afraid of everything that I was always ready to battle. Like I was always ready to fight. I was scared at home. I was scared at school. I was scared all the time. Like it was so much stuff that went on. Y'all know how it is in your life, your childhood. Y'all know. We all got a story. We've been through some stuff, especially Black people. Like physical stuff. Oh yeah. And that stuff affects you mentally. So y'all know. So yeah, virtual life. I'm proud of you for putting out that video. And I'm gonna give you the wop wop, like the lion says, because you sat right there and you left me with a cliffhanger. Talking about and then next. And if you want to know what happened next, you better leave a comment down below. Y'all better take notes. That was dope how she did that. She said, and what happened next, if you want to know what happened next, you better leave a comment down below. And I'm gonna know if you watched the whole video because you're gonna comment down below and let me know that you want to hear what happens next. I took notes on that. You understand? I wrote that down. I said, okay, you better leave a cliffhanger. Now I already had my notifications on, but had they not been on, I would have turned them on because now I want to know when she posts the next video with the rest of this story. Y'all take note now. Take note. That's a different kind of story time right there. I ain't never seen nobody do a story time like that. I seen story times go from the beginning to the end, but I ain't never seen somebody stop in the middle and say, "Oh, Blue, if you want the rest, you better let me know down below." And if I don't get a comment down below, I know you didn't watch the whole video. You better mark it. Okay, I ain't mad at you. All right, so I I gotta say this real quick because I don't want to step on anybody's toes or make anybody upset with me. But I have to say this, and I'm pretty sure like 99% of the time, what I'm about to say, someone is thinking, they just have not said it or they haven't thought to say it. When we're in these lives, especially the lit lives that are all for support and everything, sometimes I don't think people really realize how difficult it is to to stay on track with people that are subscribing to you, that you're subscribing to, right? And it becomes an issue apparently for some people. Now, I guess y'all, I want you guys to understand something. Over here, we anticipate change, okay? So we already know the possibilities, okay? And we know what can and can't happen so that we're not shocked and then stressed out and in distress because this thing happened to us that we knew could happen. But since we don't anticipate change, we get shocked every time something happens. We're not doing that over here. So over here, we know that you can gain 20 subscribers one day and lose 15 when you wake up in the morning, they're gone. We know this. That complaint is over. Please don't come over here complaining about gaining a bunch of subscribers and then they're gone the next day. Stop, because it's no, for what? We know that this is happening to everybody. Y'all don't hear me talk about losing nobody. I don't care. And I'm not saying you got to do what I do, but it just gives you a sense of peace about yourself. Why are you going to add another minute juvenile worry to a long list of huge, significant worries that you already got to deal with? This ain't one of them that you should be worrying about. Okay, let it go. You're going to lose some people, especially when they may be people who are only adding you because you add them, or who only come and subscribe to you because they expect you to come and subscribe to them. Those are people who don't anticipate change. See, they think because they subscribe to you, you're gonna run over to them real fast and do. They want you to be Usain Bolt out here in these streets too with a subscription. I am not. I am not. I refuse. I don't know what's going on my channel. I have no idea. Or I don't know what's fast, what's slow. All I know is I've been on YouTube less than 2 months and I'm almost at 300 subscribers and I barely even promote myself. When I say barely, barely, like I don't even really talk about my channel. I spend the majority of my day leaving 10 and 15 comments under somebody else's post, like under somebody else's video. I spend the majority of my day trying to find people and help other than versus just worrying about my numbers all the time. Like, I'm not trying to do that. Y'all know when I branch out from this YouTube thing and I start writing books and I don't know what else God has planned for me. I don't want to forget about the people that were with me, that were riding with me as I went up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? I want to build bonds with people so that people can come with me. You know what I mean? If I can get women that we can do a panel together, if I can talk to different men about different topics, you know, so that we can have a better understanding of one another, you know, different cultures and things like that. That's what I'm trying to do. YouTube is a foundation for that for me. So that's why the numbers aren't that big of a deal, because y'all know, like I said from day one, I only cared about getting one. That's it. That's what you need to focus on. Show God he can trust you with one of his children, okay? And then he'll allow you to lead a lot of his children, all right? Trust me, it works. I love your love and energy. I love yours, Addie Naturally. It takes one to know one, girl. Life happens. Yes, it does. Every single second of every day. When we're born into sin. What y'all think that is? That's AKA the world. Hello? Good morning. Good morning, Miss T's face. Some people are here for certain seasons. Right. You're supposed to have fun with it. Stop counting the numbers, but be serious about what you have to offer. Yes. Worry about what you have, not what you don't have. Amen. And I'm not saying don't be strategic, you know, because there's nothing wrong with having a business mindset. I do too. But I also want my business, I want the foundation of my business to come from within. I don't want to just be like, this is what everyone else is doing for them to build their numbers, so maybe that's what I should do too. No, bro. I'm gonna do the things that are I'm passionate about, that are important to me, And you know, if I see things that if I start to gravitate toward one thing over the other, it's still me though. It's still who I am, what I want, what I like. I'm not out here for popularity. We doing this thing for influence. You know, popularity may come, but that ain't my motive. My motive ain't popularity. My motive is influence. It's a difference. And people don't realize that. I really appreciate starting my day with your positivity. Got to head to work now. Thank you, TM. I love you from the inside out, babe. And I hope you have a blessed day. But yeah, so that was my announcement about the subscribers. People cannot just run like Usain Bolt to your page. Then y'all tell people, make sure you watch the video. You know how stressful it is to be in a line with 50,000 folks and the things are going up so fast. And then you want me to somebody subscribe. Let me tell you something. Don't think because you just hit my bell, I'm finna run over. I ain't finna run over to nothing. Okay. I'm gonna tell you how I come to you. I'm gonna tell you exactly how you get me to your channel. It ain't just by subscribing to me. That ain't how you get me to come to you. I'll let you know exactly how you get me to come to you. Okay. But Selena Vlogs and Gaming, thank you for blessing my live. Good morning. I'm looking forward to your success. I'm looking forward to ours. Okay, we're gonna do this thing together. But yeah, you cannot go real quick. Somebody say butterfly jewels, they send a little bell. I watch it go right on up the thing. I ain't lying. People send me the thing and they say they subscribe to me. I look right at it. All right. And I put one thing. I say, if you see me, I see you. And I'll come if you see me, I see you. I promise. That's what I say. I don't even stress myself out watching the live as it goes up. They be going so fast. Do y'all see those lives? You know how much? Oh my gosh, I cannot handle it. I cannot. And then that'll also it makes it easier for me because I don't wake up the next morning stressed out and worried about losing 10 to 15 subscribers because I gained 30 real quick subscribers real fast. Nothing against what anybody else thinks, how they choose to run their channel. I know some people are trying to get the numbers to at least be monetized. I understand that. But I just feel like once you become monetized, you still need the views. You still need the audience retention. You still need the clicks. You still need the genuine support. You need that stuff to last still. So once you get that stuff, I mean, is it really going to help you in the long run if nobody is running to you like that or coming to your channel? And not to mention, if you build your channel off of popularity, the popular kids from my school ain't popular no more. I promise you that. Take that into consideration while you ain't trying to be popular. The popular kids and the nerds, the ones who did what they wanted, the ones who were completely themselves, the ones that were lame and got picked on because they didn't care about being who they were, those are the ones that got the influence and popularity now. Listen, I saw this boy from my school recently. And I used to bully him. And it was because I had a crush on him back then. But I didn't realize that crush could turn into this crush. Let me tell you something. He got bullied by a lot of people and a lot of dudes. And he used to always have to fight all the time. He's like a trainer, a personal trainer now. And I just happened to run across real fast. I ran across again his Instagram. Listen to me. Oh my goodness. I don't know. The glow up was very real. That's all oh my goodness. Oh. I spoke with him too, and he ended up being kind of childish, so it changed how I felt about how he looked on the outside because now I don't want to deal with the inside of you. But he's fine. I don't care if your bell is on for me, but I like your page, so I keep your bell on. It's no obligation whatsoever. It should be. It better be. Hold on 1 second. Let me check. Brief intermission. It better be on. Because if I'm even subscribed to you, oh. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Big shout out, Addie Natural R. Go subscribe. Quick shout out. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. I don't be just subscribing to anybody. I'm gonna tell you that now. All right. So next on my list of announcements. Oh. How I deal with people who subscribe to me. I'm gonna tell you how. So if you move into my neighborhood in real life and I see you across the street and you wave at me, I wave back. And if you come over and knock on my door, oh no, forget that. Waving, that's one thing. That we all on in the YouTube street, so we wave all the time. You come to my house and you ring my bell, and then you come into my house and you get to know me a little bit better, and you say things like, oh, I really like how you decorated that over there on your end table. Oh, I like, I like this thing about you, or we have this in common. Leave a couple comments under my video. That way I knew that you were there. Don't expect me, okay? Because I don't even know who subscribes to me. I have no idea. I don't check that list. The YouTube notifications suck. So I'm not going to mentally stress myself out trying to remember who told me that they subscribed to me. I'm not doing that. Listen, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being honest. I'm not doing that. I refuse to do that because it's too much. It's way too much. If though you come see me and you comment under my picture or my video, and I realize that you came over and you watched one of my videos, I most certainly will come over and keep you company as well. But don't think because you subscribe to me that's gonna make me come over to your house and I'm going just because you subscribe now. I'm gonna subscribe and then do what I do, which is actually watch videos, actually comment and have a conversation with you and like the video. I'm not doing all that. That's taking too much out of me. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna die one day. Okay. So I don't have time for that. Okay. Also, and I'm not trying to be funny, guys. I'm really, really not. But I'm also not begging for subscribers. And if you don't like the way I run things, it is what it is. But another thing that I'm not doing, if I see you in one of those lives, and this is why I try to stay out of the lives. I've been staying out of the big lit lives. I stay out because they're normally for one specific reason, and I'm not there for that. So I'll stay out of those lives. But I love the people out to stay out of the lives. But another thing is too, they go so fast. Somebody will spot you and they'll go subscribe to you, right? And while the live is still going, I'll get a notification under a 2-hour live. I'll get a notification while the live that we were in is still running, a notification of a comment that was left under a 2-hour live from someone who just subscribed to me 2 minutes ago saying, I love your channel. I love your content. Just stopping in to say, hey, hopefully you'll come see me too. No, I'm not coming to see you. For what? You want to come over and just say, hey, real quick, and let me know that you subscribe to me for me to come over there and engage with you? I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. The people that I come and visit before, now, whatever the case may be, y'all know how I rock. You know how I operate. If I watch a video, we talking to each other. I have even left a comment and said, hold that thought, be right back. Gotta go do something real quick. I'll pause the video, come back, and I'll say, okay, I'm back, LOL, and play the video and have a full conversation with you. Don't think if you see me in these big, fast Usain Bolt running marathon, Olympic speed level lives that are lit for you to brand and build your channel. If you just click me and subscribe to me and you come over to me in 2 minutes and under a 2-hour live and say, hey, nice to see you. Come see me. I'm not coming over there. I'm not coming over there. You knocked on my door. You rang my bell. If you are interested in being a part of what I got going on, you subscribe to my channel. It ain't no different from subscribing to TV stars, HBO, what's the rest? Freeform, BET, TV One. Those channels that you pay extra for, that you love so much that you'll pay more for, and you want to know when these shows are coming out because they're your favorite, don't come over here and subscribe to me and don't watch my stuff and think I'm finna go over there. You're not my favorite channel yet. I haven't even seen what you got to offer. I'm not finna just run over there and make you a part of my life. I'm not doing that. Sorry, no, it's over. I'm done. Allie, good morning. You should be in the bed, right? But I'm glad you're here because I got your name on my paper here. I got your name on my paper for my notes. It's a pain. Yes, it is. Wait, you didn't finish the story. I know I didn't. I'll tell y'all about that later. You told me that fine man, huh? I know, yeah. Especially when they didn't take the time to watch. If this was Allie, if AJ was in here, this is what he was saying. Yes, girl, it's a headache. I don't like going in them big ones either. Every time he sees yes written with more than one yes, he'll be like, Mama, that woman said yes. You speaking truth. Smash the like, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So that was my that's how I deal with the subscribers. I don't care. I'm not even trying to get 50 subscribers in one. I'm not finna scalp that many people in one night. I can't. More power to you if you do. No offense. I'm trying to step on toes, but I just cannot. Tony Skittles, I'm glad you came in here. I don't think I've seen nothing from you in a while. Thank you for blessing my life. Try to make sure I make it to everybody. But so yeah, that's how I handle those. I've been really just staying out of them because even if you go in to support and speak, you get lost in the sauce and it's just like, why am I here? I don't even want this, you know. And thankfully those people have content also. They don't just do the lives. They really do this to support other people. So I appreciate it, but I just can't get in there because it's too much, too much, too much. It's not good to get so many people joining you at once. That's how you end up losing them. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Some barely speak, child. Don't get me started. I went to 2 lives. I unsubscribed to 2 people yesterday because I went to a live that only had between 3 and 5 people in it. And the other folks that were there, I was new. And the other folks that were there though, apparently the host knows and skip right on over my and you know me, Allie. Y'all know me. When I go into a live, I go in. I'm trying to support. Y'all better hit the like button. It don't cost you no money. It's free. Support the host. Like if I'm in here and you know, why not? Why not? That's what I do. I support. So I don't understand all that. I unsubscribe, honey, because I ain't got time. Sure don't. About to be flooding my notifications every 2 seconds. No. No, ma'am. No. This ain't Facebook. No. Um, Speaking of next announcement, Facebook. My Facebook group. I want to update y'all real quick. So far we have 21 members, and I was absolutely overwhelmed this morning. Maybe because Facebook was down yesterday. I'm not sure. I didn't get some of these notifications, but when I got on Facebook this morning on my page, I had so many approval requests for channels that have been shared by the people in my group. And I am just overwhelmed. Like, honestly, I'm not even kidding. And I'm not just talking about content, just the support and participation in our group. It's not a lot. It's only a few people that participate, you know, regularly. But I enjoy seeing this stuff, y'all. We're getting people that are sharing folks, you know, all over YouTube that we probably would have never heard about. And then just even the dialogue, the conversation, it's like a safe space, you know, because it's my space and I don't play those games. But I love the fact that we are really, really like looking out for one another, sharing content. And the thing that gets me the most is that we already don't like to share. It takes a lot for you to share somebody. Everyone doesn't just want to share, you know, it has to be spectacular, you know what I mean? Or a billion other views on it. And we don't get enough shares. So that's another reason why I made this group. But it's like seeing these folks say, you know, you need to check this person out. She's awesome. And these are people that don't even know that they're being shared in this group. They don't even have any idea that this group even exists. But there's traffic being brought to their channel by somebody else who felt like, okay, I want to support this person on a platform outside of Facebook to help them build their channel. And they don't even know it. They might be getting subscribers for something that they didn't even know happened. It took place. And I think that's dope. Girl, give me the Facebook name again, but I am too. I don't even hardly go on my own my real Facebook channel. I post on there like my page a couple times. But other than that, I don't really get on there. But I'll be in this group. I saved the link to my home screen because I don't really get on my regular page. So but I'm gonna tell you the name of it. I'll write it in the thing. Is it share a small YouTube? I was gonna ask you, Allie, to put the link, but I don't think it'll let you put the link. But yeah, so far we have 21, and that's what we have going on right now. Hi, Shay Marie. Thank you for blessing my life. Good morning. How are you? I want to say that I want to give some shout outs real quick so you guys can go to these pages if you have not ever been to these channels before. I'm pretty sure that you guys all know who JLS Fire Gaming is. I'm gonna put this in the thing too. He is a huge supporter. Go check out his channel if you have not. He's a gamer. Love his personality. If you want some real support, I'm telling you, this dude is loyal and he is down for you. Okay. I want to shout him out because he's consistently, I'm talking about consistently sharing other people's content. This man has probably shared about 20 people in this group and they don't even probably know they've been getting shared like crazy. And I try to go visit these channels. It's just becoming so much, but that's a good thing. It's overwhelming, but it's a good overwhelming because it means that we're growing and I love it. And I know that as we get more participation, I'm not going to have to go to all these channels and watch. There are going to be other folks that do the same thing. You see a channel you may be interested in, go watch it and support. Yesterday was Woman Crush Wednesday, so I posted three new channels I found in the group also. And then I also want to shout out, yeah, but I don't think the link is gonna stay because try to put it for me, Allie. But I don't know if it's gonna stay or not because they said they couldn't see mine last time. I might have to go and put it in the comments again. Okay, thank you, Addie. So yeah, so that JLS Fire Gaming, go check him out. And then I want to also shout out the person that he shares. I want to shout out one person that they share so that we can keep the ball rolling because y'all need to know too, especially if you're not in the group. But there's a channel that he shared called O'Neill TV. It's a guy, but you can kind of say it's like a family channel because his girlfriend and his kid are in the videos sometimes. They are so funny, y'all. Hilarious. I love their channel. I watched some of it this morning. So if you want to go check them out, y'all know I don't force you to go find nobody. You can go look. If you don't like them, come back. If you don't want to stay, you ain't got to stay. I ain't about to make you go to nobody's house you don't want to be at. My phone's dying. So what? Okay, Allie, y'all, she's in here, but I'm still going to put her channel, The Life of Allie. Y'all, if you have not, she's in here. Go show her some love. Check out her channel for me, please. And I want to list someone that she shared. I have watched videos from them and I've subscribed to them. They are so funny. The first video I watched was they did the what do you do when you put your hands in the box? Allie, help me out. Put your hands in the box and you have to try to feel what it is and what you're touching and you gotta be blindfolded. It's kind of like a bird box type of thing, you know what I mean? I don't know what it's called, but that's the first video I watched of theirs. But their channel's name is Band Runners with an E, Eric and Shunda. Go check them out. It's a family channel. When I tell y'all, I love them because the parents are lit. Okay, they are so lit. Their kids are lit. And I love it. Please go check them out. And I mean, I'm telling you, I'm getting all these notifications of people that I ain't never seen that I've subscribed to, went and watched and everything. And that's why I hit the bell. I hit the bell when I first subscribed because I don't subscribe to a lot of people. Maybe like 3 or 4 people a day, maybe if that. So I always hit the bell, always. And then I'll go back and watch a video. I always watch a video, hit the bell, hit the like at the same time, comment at the same time. I won't even subscribe if I don't have time to watch. But that just gives me the option of seeing them on a regular basis as they post, right? It's a mental reminder to me that they're on my thing, that they're on my platform, but they're not over here. They in my neighborhood, but they don't ever come to my house. Okay. So I may have to limit the communication with them if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't because they're not over here with me, but it's because you wasting my time and I'm getting all these notifications and my mind can't take it. And it's no point. It's no point of it being there. For what? For what? It's just like Facebook. We don't communicate. So I mean, for what? Hey, Chocolate. Hey, Boo. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Chocolate Bunny. Thank you for blessing my live, babe. So yeah, that's them. The third person I want to shout out is, he came here this morning. He didn't even know I was gonna shout him out. I don't know if I don't know if I told him. Cut to the Chase TV. Okay, so this dude is so funny, right? I'm gonna tell you all the truth. When I first saw his channel, and he has those titles that make you intrigued. You're like, Okay, we finna have to argue. We about to have to fight, me and this dude. Then I click on the video and he will flip it around. Really, what he's doing is just highlighting what he's discussing in the title, which you guys should take note. That's important. And then when you go into it though, he'll say what's going on and then he'll flip it at the end and he'll be rational and he'll come from an unbiased, objective perspective, which I love. But I ain't gonna lie, at first I was like, okay, let's fight. We about to fight, let's argue. Because I thought he was about to really try to, go in, okay? And I'm like, why did I even subscribe to this if this is what my bad for judging a book by its cover, my bad for not taking the time out to really go in and see what you're working with. The setup is dope. The commentary is dope. The intro is dope. It's like and it's consistent. Y'all already know consistency is key. Not just because somebody says so, not just because hard work pays off, but also because when somebody sees something over and over and over and over and over again, you have no choice, okay, but to repeat that thing in your mind. Your mind does that. It's up to you not to constantly hear or listen to something if you don't want it to stick. Okay. Well, y'all think we act the way we act. The stuff that we saw growing up is stuck. Okay. Just like when you hate a song and you hear it all the time and you start singing it, you don't have no control over that. So when they say consistency is key, they're not just talking about the numbers, like mentally. If they see you over and over and over and over, if you say the same thing over and over and over and over, the same intro over and over and over and over, it's gonna stick. People gonna start looking for you. They become a part of your reticular activating system, which is the thing that reminds you that you left your keys in your phone because those things are most important to you. It's gonna start reminding you of that. So keep that in mind, y'all. Right? That's why y'all ain't gonna have a choice but to love my little family. Hey man, I be like, look at Alice. She ain't playing with the uploads. Hey, I love it. Allie, love. Yes, y'all love on one another. Please, please, please. So I want to shout out Cut to the Chase TV. Please go watch him. And then this morning or yesterday, he shared some content for Richie Slim TV. I think it's one word. I think, yeah, let me go. Hold on. Richie Slim TV. This dude does music. He's a rapper. He's an up and coming rapper. I don't know where he's from exactly because I didn't watch a whole bunch of his music videos, but he's an up and coming rapper. Very, very talented, y'all. If you like rap music, go listen to this guy. I wish him all the success in the world. I love that he's telling his story. Y'all know I love expression. I love artistic expression. And I think he's really talented. If I didn't think so, I wouldn't have shared him. I had to pick somebody from the people that they shared. So I wasn't just gonna pick anybody, okay? But I think we need all genres, all niches up in here. I want us to talk about all kind of stuff. It ain't just about one thing. So y'all go check him out too if you get a chance. So those are the people I'm shouting out. And those are the oh no way, I lied. One more. One more. Avanti Wingate. I got to shout you out, baby, because you always, this little lady is in high school. She is so loving, so sweet, and so giving. She has such a giving heart. I love it. Avanti Wingate, she's normally in my lives. Oh, she was in here earlier. I don't know if she's still here now, but she was in here earlier. Let me see. She's so soft spoken and so kind hearted, and she constantly shares in the group. I love it, love it, love it. And she actually shared one of my favorite people, Miss ASMR Renee. And I don't care how many times they get shared. I'm gonna let y'all know because apparently somebody wants you to grow. So she shared Miss ASMR Renee, who y'all know I love. And I gave a shout out to this morning because I'm so proud of her for doing her live that she was afraid to do. I want y'all to pray for Sex Boy 17's mom. She had to have surgery and she has to have some serious medical stuff done, and her insurances won't cover it. So we need to pray for them. Sometimes all you can afford is prayer. Okay. I that's all I got. I give what I got. I had to tell the bill collectors. They called me and I let them know, sir, all I can give you right now is prayer. I pray you get your money and get it soon. I would love for it to come from me. But remember when I told you that I don't got it? I still don't got it. When I get it, though, I give it to you. But that's all I can afford right now is prayer, sir. Prayer for you in this company and for your family. Be blessed. That's all you got to. That's it. That's all you can do sometimes. Moving on up. Hi. Thank you for blessing my life. Please smash the like if you like me in real life. I love your headband. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Girl, I'm trying to grocery shop and listen to you at the same time. I look reckless. Don't you be in there falling over. People gonna be wondering what's wrong with you. Let them wonder. Who cares? We don't care nothing about the people over here. Y'all already know that. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so that's what y'all tell the bill collectors. Tell them all you can afford for your today service prayer. That's all I can afford. That's free. And some hope. Hope you get your payment soon. I want to say to somebody I forgot. I think that's it for that. If you want to, you can leave your links in the chat for me if you want. And if you have a certain goal you're trying to reach, maybe like today, short term goal today, maybe like a few people. Leave your goals down below in your links too, so we can make sure we get that taken care of. Also, playlist. I want to talk about playlists. You guys, I encourage you to please make a playlist and let me know somehow, some way, if ESP, Instagram, Facebook, comment under one of my videos. If you make a playlist, please tell me, because I want to stream your playlist so that you can get your watch time. I would love to do that. I actually have, I'm on video 3 right now for Family at Heart. If y'all haven't subscribed to them, please go subscribe to them. She's the only person so far that told me to go look at her playlist, so I can go look at it. Go subscribe. I gotta go. I gotta walk in. I'm at work. Okay, be blessed, Addie. Thank you for blessing my life. I appreciate you. Love you from the inside out. I'm trying to reach 4. You need 4? Y'all, Allie needs 4 people. Let me write this down. Hold on. I'll share on my Instagram too, Allie. Need 4 people today. Today. We need 4 people today. Today. Today, today, today. Somebody dislike, it's a troll. We don't care about that. So what? Who cares? It's a troll. You got to be a troll. That's all. You got to be a troll. Trolls live under bridges, not over here. That's why they probably can't comment. If it was a troll, comment. Tell me something good. Charlie Troll. Don't just dislike, baby. Expound on your dislike. Let us know what's going on. Let us know how you feel. Let us know what you don't like about this live. Am I too bright for you? Are you too dark on the inside? Is that what's going on with you? Light kills darkness, and I can understand if you run away. If you ever seen a roach, they don't like the light. They skedaddle. Okay? So for you to dislike, and not comment either means that you hiding behind a keyboard, gangster. Or you've been blocked and you can't. Either way is pointless. And that dislike, that says a lot about your character. And I'm going to pray for you. Let's see. Oh, we don't worry about them. Y'all. We're not worried about them trolls. They live under bridges. Trolls that live under bridges. We walk over bridges. Do you know that? That means that you under me, that you're beneath me. That's what you placing yourself by being a troll. Why would you want to even do that to yourself? Huh? If you can't beat them, hello? Come get some happiness. Come over and get some joy about yourself. But anyway, back to business. Allie needs 4 people today. So we're gonna look out for you, boo. Don't you worry. If y'all can send some people to my girl, some people that got some sense. Don't send nobody raggedy. Please don't. I wouldn't send nobody raggedy to y'all. Please don't send nobody raggedy. Let me see what else. So Family at Heart, I got you, boo. You running right now. If you do have playlists, I might not see it in here. I don't want to miss it. But comment under a video or Instagram. That's my Instagram, because Instagram is back working now. That's my Instagram. DM me. The Facebook group, y'all have that. Let me know what's going on so I can support. I got them on this. I got mine running on the TV. I don't know if that helps, but it's up there. Miss Melissa Good is not in the live, but I want to tell her that my sister came and brought me some lashes yesterday, and I don't even understand why she would even try to play me like that when she knows. If y'all didn't see my eyelash video, it was a mess. It was a hot, cold, warm mess. Okay, all of the above. I tried to put some lashes on. I don't know what I was thinking about when I tried that foolishness, but I won't do it again. I know that it's a wrap, and I don't want anybody to try to encourage me to do it again myself, because I'm not. I'll go to someone, maybe, but I have naturally long eyelashes. I don't want them to be gone. And I see some people snatch out weave and takes their edges. People snatch off lashes and takes theirs, and I don't want that problem. But if I ever get them, I won't be doing them. When I did them, I had 4 lashes on my face, and it didn't look right. And I had to go to my son's goddamn book fair with eyelash glue on my eyelids because it hurt. You know the eyelash skin is sensitive. You can't be playing around with your eyeballs, y'all. Be careful out here in these streets. I'm telling you now, beauty is pain, and I ain't got time. I'm not about to self-inflict anymore. I've learned my lesson. I ain't doing that no more. Nope. Okay, Allie, come back when you get a chance, babe. So Melissa, she gave me some lashes yesterday, and I was like, why did you bring me these? I don't want these, boo. But you were there in my first video when I did the lashes, so you know where I'm coming from. Also want to ask you, did you figure out how to share videos in the group? If you didn't figure it out yet, let me know, and we'll work it out together, because I want you to be able to share the video. But the link is always right under the video. It says share, and then when you hit share, it'll give you the option of how you choose to share the video, which one of the options is shows you the link. You can either copy the link yourself, cut the link, or it has the word copy beside the link. You can click copy, and then when you go to the Facebook group where it tells you to share, or you want to write something here, click in there and then hold it down, and it'll say paste the link in that slot, and then hit enter, and it'll post. Don't worry about a caption or anything right now. We'll get there, but just that way you can share the link, because I know you've been really wanting to support and share. So I want you to know how, so that you don't miss your blessings, because we already know we sowing into people on purpose out here in these streets. Ain't that right? Amen. Amen, y'all. Amen. Hi, Recycle Mom. Thank you for blessing my life. I appreciate you. I'm gonna share some of y'all in my group today. Hey, and listen, if y'all want me to share you in the group on Facebook, sometimes I just share just because I share random people all the time. But if you are really like adamant, like you want me to, you want me to share, you need to share, then you're gonna have to join, and you're gonna have to share somebody else, and then I'll share your videos as well, because like I said, this ain't all about you. Plus, there's a post that I made that sticks at the top, a pinned post that says, leave your link here just this once. So you're able to share your link as well. But I ain't trying to beg nobody. Now, if y'all don't want to serve, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between you and Jesus. Okay? That's the judge and the jury, not me. I'm not even mad at you. But that's what's going to happen, you know. Let's see. I'm so close to 302. Okay, Recycle Mom, how many do you need? How many? We're doing some short-term goals for today. What do you need today? Let me know what you need today, boo. And I'm gonna make sure that we hook you up. We're gonna try to get you where you need to be. That's something else that makes me feel kind of uncomfortable too, y'all. You need 10 or 11. That's it. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, let me put you on my goals list. We can do that, girl. I put 11. I want to give y'all some cushion because people like to leave. That's another thing too, y'all. In the chats that be so lit and they be going so fast. Hold on one second. Okay, in the chats that be going so fast, right? It's like as soon as people come in and say, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. It's like we just automatically be like, all right, y'all, go over there and subscribe, that makes me nervous. I'm nervous to be like, go subscribe to this person, and we don't even know. They just coming in like, what if they worship the devil? You know what I'm saying? I be thinking about that kind of stuff, right? I be thinking about that kind of stuff. See, Bunny, you told me the other night you couldn't even get on Facebook. You don't even know your password. I'm gonna have to do some stuff like, I don't know how to do that kind of stuff for Instagram though. Facebook is the only place that I know that you can have a thing like that. So I don't even know what else to do. Does anybody else have any short-term goals today? I think it's back up now though. But I'm going to make sure I share on Instagram. I've been sharing folks on there too. If y'all want to tell me what's y'all's Instagrams, a tip: when I'm in lives, I add people to my watch later. After the lives, I go back and watch their videos one by one. Ain't God good? Ain't God good? Now see that? I didn't even think about that. That's so smart. That is so smart. Did y'all hear that? She said that when she's in the lives and there's someone that she might think she might be interested in subscribing to, she'll add them to her watch later playlist and go back and watch them. And I know some of y'all knew that already, but I didn't know that. So thank you, boo. The Itchy Guru, hi. Hi, thank you for blessing my life. Do you have any short-term goals today? If you want to drop your link, drop your link. If y'all have Instagram, tell me what it is so I can add y'all on here on my Instagram. People are always adding you on Instagram and delete you. I don't care. All right, so let me see if that's all my notes. All my notes. I think I mentioned everything. The visits from subscribers, Facebook update. Oh, wait, I lied. Hold on. I want to say something real quick about young entrepreneurs. Okay. Y'all already know how I feel about kids. I ride for the kids. I ride for the kids. It ain't really much you can tell me about a kid unless they got some serious, some extreme mental illness where they trying to kill folks or something like that. It's not a whole bunch that you can say bad about a kid to me without me wondering why. You know what I'm saying? So I ride for the kids, and I don't second guess a lot of children. Like I be like, they might be lying about that one thing, but they ain't lying about that. And I even have ran into children who lie because they are fearful of telling the truth. I used to be that way as a kid. I used to lie because it didn't. I was a lose-lose for me, for real. Growing up, it was a lose-lose. My grandma didn't believe nothing that came out my mouth because she was a liar. God rest her soul. She was a liar, but she didn't believe nothing that came out my mouth. So, I guess maybe that's why. I don't know. And it seemed like I was a target for her growing up. But we just have such disrespect for children simply because they're children. We think we're better because of our age difference. I know some 70-something-year-olds that could take a page out of my book. And I ain't trying to brag and I ain't trying to be cocky, but age is nothing but a number. Understand that. Everybody ain't raised. Some people just age. Okay? Understand that. So as I, frequent the YouTube street, and I look through my notifications, I noticed that I have quite a few young entrepreneurs that I'm subscribed to. And although we tend to follow how we feel, you follow how you feel about things. If you agree with it, you normally support it. If you don't, you won't. So I just want to encourage y'all to, if you run across a high school kid that's trying to build something, support them. Okay. And y'all already know where this is coming from. Y'all know this is stemming from DJ3. He ain't complained. He ain't said nothing. But him, Avanti, and there's another young woman that's on I think this little girl is in middle school. I forgot her channel name. I just found her recently. But these kids, it's not just about a bag for some of them. We have to understand, for them to choose something like this, even as adults, some of us did this because we don't talk to people in real life. I don't talk to hardly anybody in real life. I'm gonna just keep it 100,000 wow with you. I don't really talk to anybody in real life. Like, word up. It's not that easy to find new folks. I needed new people. Because I didn't like the way things were. And some people are introverts, some people are isolated. You know what I mean? And they may be having so many things going on at home, and they may be reaching out to new people. It may be a confidence thing. It may be a money thing for them. Whatever the case is, we don't know. We have no idea. And if they're putting in the time and the energy and the effort, you know what I mean, to share their story, to give us a piece of who they are, we need to be more supportive of that. I get so sick and tired of seeing people that don't want to support kids simply because they're kids. Y'all see Ryan's Toys reviews? That boy is getting a TV show, huh? While we sitting out here trying to act like we don't want to support the youngins, okay? You know how many grown-ups now are running behind Ryan, trying to be his friend? You grown. You grown. You weren't trying to support Ryan when Ryan was reviewing them toys in the beginning. So why you want to run up now? You know what I mean? And y'all already know that happens to grown people. We don't get the support that we need, and as soon as we make something happen, it's somebody running behind us trying to grab on our coattails and eat off of our success. And I mean any kind of success. Joy. My joy is success. You understand me? Because I could have been dead. People will try to eat off you, okay? So we need to try to be more supportive of the kids. Don't forget now that we're going to need them to take care of us at some point. And if y'all don't want them rolling us across the street, like I say, playing chicken with us in wheelchairs, we need to start doing our part. Feeding into these kids. They don't got all of them don't have somebody pouring into them. They don't. So we need to be more supportive in every way. In every way. We need to learn to love kids from the inside out. They ain't just bad. They're not just bad. You know what I mean? We sit there and will judge a kid for getting in trouble in one isolated incident and think it's justifiable because when they didn't do nothing wrong and think it's justified because of the stuff they did in the past. Look at Trayvon Martin. Are you serious? Because of an isolated incident, you want to talk about something else and bring up something else? We ain't no better than they are. Okay. We don't want nobody judging us. They don't want nobody judging them. We bad too. We just don't want to say that. We don't want to say you bad. You're a bad parent. You're a bad person. The way you do your job is horrible. The way you parent sucks. Okay? You don't do nothing for nobody else but yourself. You selfish and you only think about you. You don't even look out for your children. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want nobody saying that to us. So y'all think kids want us to say to them, they bad, they get bad grades, they don't listen, they disrespectful. I'm like, well, why? I'd be like, why? Why do you think? I wonder why. That's how I be looking at stuff. Yes, age is just a number. It is. So true. I'm an introvert. I'm not, but y'all probably knew that. My daughter has been following Ryan for years and she is 22. Yes, I think he is dope. He's dope. You can learn a lot from Ryan. You can learn a lot from a lot of kids. All that stuff that they have, that honesty that they got, that spontaneity, um, um, being outspoken, not afraid of telling the truth until somebody makes them afraid of it. You know, all that stuff. Fearlessness, okay? Not being afraid of nothing, not being afraid to try new things, not worried about what nobody's thinking. My son don't care nothing about nothing. This boy tried to wear a burgundy and pink pair of shoes with a green shirt one day. And I wanted to encourage him so bad to be himself. But I was like, I don't know, what you think? You think that goes together? He was like, I said, they don't really match. He was like, I don't care nothing about that. I said, you know what? Go ahead and get roasted real quick, you know, because I'm in the hood, so y'all already know how that go. Go ahead to school and get roasted real quick and get some resiliency about yourself, okay? Because he gonna need that. He's gonna need that resiliency. See that how he is now. That's what we end up losing. We lose that as grown-ups. I don't want him to lose that. I want him to keep that. I want my baby to wear I don't want him to wear a butterfly headband, but you know what I'm saying. If he wants to do that. The Christmas tree we still got up, that's not always a Christmas tree. Sometimes it's a Valentine's Day tree. Sometimes it's an Easter tree. Sometimes it's a AJ and Lana tree because sometimes we put ourselves on it. We do whatever we want to do around here. Okay? We don't conform to certain things. We live. We're living. And I want him to keep that. If you want in your spirit telling you to wear them shoes with that green shirt, I want you to wear it. And as long as you don't get nobody put their hands on you, or you know your self-esteem or self-worth isn't affected by it, cool. But as we stand right now, there are kids who admire the fact that he's not afraid to be himself. There are grown-ups that admire the fact that he's not afraid to be himself. I admire the fact that he's not afraid to be himself, and I'm not even in that place yet, or I haven't found my way back to that yet. You know, it takes time sometimes. And then I want to, that's what I want to say about young entrepreneurs. I also want to give out 4 more shout outs to some new ladies. So I did shout outs. I'm proud of Renee, Virtual Life. I did some shout outs to my Facebook support. I shouted out somebody, they shouted out. And now I'm gonna shout out some new ladies that I found. Yes, girl, why are they disrespectful? Why do they do this or that? Let's see why. Cussing your child out for cussing. Okay. So let's see. We have Christella Love Life. Is that right? Love and Life. I found her either yesterday or day before yesterday. Beautiful soul. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Go check her out. I'm gonna share her in my group today. Evelyn, I am not sure. I think it's y'all know. Yeah, I think I'm from the country. Agede. I think that's how you say it. Agede. I'll make something French right now that ain't French. Agede, Evelyn Agede. Go check her out. She's dope. Found her yesterday. Cali Mash. It's a guy, a young guy. Go check him out. And then Maya Latrice. Go check her out. I like her a lot. She was very, very nervous about doing this thing, but she did it. Go check her out too. And I'm gonna share them in my group also because I'm gonna try to share. I'm gonna always share, always shout out, right? If I got something to say, I'm gonna say it first of all. Two, if I see you supporting other people, I'm definitely gonna shout you out. And then the people that you shout out, I'm gonna shout them out. We got to keep the ball rolling. And I'm always gonna try to give y'all some new people that I meet because we need to start interacting with some new folks because we always interact with the same people a lot, and it's hard to find new people. So I want to do that for everybody. And then, do we have any more announcements, y'all? Does anybody else have anything they need to say? Any more updates? Oh, one more. I know I have one more. I'll probably have one more after that and one more. But let's see. Got a member request. Okie dokie. Adele, hi. Love it. I know who that is. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Thank you. And I always try to make sure I don't say anybody's real name. If it's not said on if y'all not saying it on here, then I don't say it when I mention either if you're in my Facebook group because I don't want you to expose anybody if they don't want exposure. Don't want it, don't want it, don't want it. Oh, my phone is at 1%. This Obama's phone 1% lasts for about 3 hours. Okay, so Allie posted in the group today. She said some helpful information. 4,000 hours of watch time is 240,000 minutes. When I first saw that, I was like, God, divide it up by month, and that means you have to maintain 20,000 minutes of watch time per month. Y'all hear that? 20,000 minutes of watch time per month. You want to try to strive for look at you, look, great minds think alike. You want to try to strive for that 20,000 because my goodness, that's a lot. That is a lot. And I want to say to y'all too that someone posted me in the group yesterday too for the first time. I was lit. Yes, I was. Said, I know this is a little late, but you're my favorite female content creator. Yesterday was Woman Crush Wednesday, which is Women Content Wednesday. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, so I got posted for that. And Trendsetter Reacts got shared yesterday for Woman Crush Wednesday. We got Different Kind of Minds posted yesterday for Woman Crush Wednesday. We got let's see. I posted the rest of the girls yesterday. Edwana, Marcina. I posted them yesterday for Women's Crush Wednesday, but I couldn't do the Instagram yet. I'll do my Instagram for them today, and I'll just tell that it was from yesterday and everything. But okay, let's get into the topic, y'all. Let's talk about what we're gonna talk about. So, my virtual world. I watched your video you did this morning or yesterday. I watched it this morning, and you were being very transparent in regards to some of the things that occurred in your childhood, some of your travels, some of the choices and decisions that you made that you weren't proud of, Just being real transparent, and I loved it. I loved it. And you know, when you were telling your story, it made me kind of think about um first of all how proud I was. I said that in the very beginning of this live. But it made me think about other YouTubers and other people that are on platforms who want to tell their story, but they're worried about telling somebody else's story within their story. You guys know what I mean. You have something that occurred in your childhood, aka molestation. And for some of us black people who tend to think that only white folks have incest, also aka incest, because some of these granddaddies and nasty black uncles that we got that's touching on our babies, that is incest. Okay, you can call it what you want to call it, but it's everybody. It's black, white, Chinese. I'm pretty sure it don't discriminate. Okay, so we can miss me with that whole race thing. It's crap. There is incest going on in so many black households. It don't make no sense. You understand me? Now I understand in certain cases you got family members that are consciously tonguing each other down. I get that. I understand in certain situations there are adults that are messing with children, so we can't say the children are being incestual, but that is incest. Uncles, grandpas, brothers, aunts, it's incest. He's a family member. That's what that is. And you have a situation like that and you don't want to tell your story because first of all, as a kid, if this happens to you and you know that there are other grown people that know this, but nobody's defending you, how can you defend yourself? How? So then you get older and you want to tell what happened to you and you want to share this story, but you don't want to end up being casted out of your family. You don't want to looking like the black sheep. You don't want people to get mad at you because you causing drama within the family when everything is peaceful. You know, it's like a calm sea. Ain't no rushing waves, ain't no storms, no tsunamis. And here you come wanting to mess that up with your story. Here you come wanting to mess that up telling your truth. How dare you tell your story? How dare you tell the truth, your truth, about something that shaped you? Okay, something traumatic that shaped you. How dare don't nobody get mad when I say that Uncle John got me something for my birthday? Hmm? Or if I say that Uncle John took me to the amusement park, you know, or that Uncle John gave me $10 for getting good grades, you know, or that Uncle John he reads us a story time, storybooks before bed at night, everybody's fine with that. But if I say after Uncle John finished reading that story, he touched me in places and said it was a secret and I shouldn't tell anybody, or that he wouldn't read to me anymore, or on the way home from the amusement park, Uncle John made me do some things that a child should not be doing with their grown uncle. Or after Uncle John gave me that money, he told me that it wasn't just for my good grades, it was also for me to keep my mouth shut so nobody finds out what he did to me. Okay, don't nobody want you to tell that. But you cool with me telling all the good things that Uncle John did. That's why I've come to terms with the fact that, hey, Mongo Myers, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining my live. Thank you for blessing me. I've come to terms with the fact that sometimes you got to tell your truth exactly the way that you see your truth. You cannot be so concerned or worried about rubbing off on somebody or making somebody else look bad. If somebody else looks bad, honestly, it was their choices and their decisions that put them in that position. I understand that there are folks that we don't want to embarrass, and I believe that there are ways around that. Okay, but I don't want anybody to ever be afraid of sharing their story just because they worried about sharing somebody else's story, especially if it's something that was done to you in a negative light. You got these folks still running around here now like they never did nothing to you. Like they ain't never hurt you as a kid and they cool with it. I got people in my family that run around acting like they never did nothing to you. Like you supposed to just forget about it because it ain't happening no more. Y'all seen what's the movie with my man not Lance Gross. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Fisher. Antoine Fisher. Do y'all remember that movie with Antoine Fisher? He goes back to the woman's house and she gonna act like she tried to hug and embrace this dude like she didn't beat the living daylights and molest him as a child. Do y'all remember that? There are people doing that now. And when Virtual World was telling her story, it didn't make me think about that, but it made me think about the fact that, hey, Arthur, Sheila D, thank you for blessing my life. It made me think about the fact that when she was telling her story, I could see her strength, because it's not always easy to share your story when you're telling somebody else's stuff, right? Especially childhood stories, because somebody else is going to be in the story. I mean, you're a kid. Somebody else is going to be in the story. So that's hard. Okay, pair that with a recent episode that I watched of Grey's Anatomy. And in the episode, what's her name? Dr. Pierce, who is the love child of an affair that happened a long time ago, but she was given up for adoption, but she's also the daughter, her biological parents, and then she has, her biological parents came for the affair. They were surgeons, and she was given up for adoption, and then she got her adopted parents who raised her. And when she went on the air to discuss a medical procedure that she did, and she wanted to talk about it, she started to talk about her genetics, and that she's a surgeon, her biological father is a surgeon, her biological mother is a surgeon, her biological sister is a surgeon. They're all these world-renowned surgeons, legends, icons in the medical community. And she let it out that maybe that has, she joked, maybe that's why, I am the way I am. Maybe that's why I'm a genius. It's genetic. And they ran with that because her parents are famous. Well, when she got back to the hospital, her biological father was upset with her for it slipping, because now everyone knows that he had an affair with another doctor. Okay, at the time she was married, he was married years ago, and that he had a love child that was put up for adoption and nobody knew about. So he was upset because of what happened, right? He mentioned the fact that his now current wife, is going through a lot of health issues, and that could have affected her mentally and everything. Now, when she mentioned it to her sister didn't mind. She didn't care. She was like, okay, we are biological sisters, and it was all fine. But that made me think about, whose story is it to tell? Who dictates who the narrator? Who is supposed to be the narrator of your life, right? And I strongly believe, if you don't want somebody to tell your story wrong, tell your story right. I think that there are plenty of people out there who are telling their story and it involves you, right? So what makes you think that you're not allowed to tell your story that includes others? They can either come to terms with the truth, or they can deny it. They can either deny it, or they can say it's true. One or the other. But this is always and will always be your truth. I chose that I am no longer going to allow anyone to stop me from speaking my truth and telling my story. Okay, I'm not doing that anymore. One of my biggest issues, my biggest roadblocks and barriers that kept me from doing YouTube, is the fact that my mom is involved in a lot of the stuff that happened when I grew up. I have forgiven my mother. I don't place blame on her or anybody else, right? Because I see things as circumstantial, and I kind of understand ignorance, and I don't blame ignorance. So I've forgiven and I've grown from those things, but it's still my story. That doesn't mean it's not still my story. It doesn't mean that it's gone. It never happened. It happened. It happened to me, and it's happening to somebody else. And I cannot, first of all, jeopardize my healing process, okay? Because you and your feelings about the truth. One of the hardest things for people to accept is the truth. It's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. I understand that. But when you place boundaries on your life and you are trying to protect yourself and protect your heart, you got to start with honesty, and you got to start with forgiveness, right? If you don't, none of this is going to work. If you be happy in life, everybody says, what do you want? I want to be happy. Honesty and forgiveness. I promise you. The truth, right? And then freeing yourself from that poison, that guilt of unforgiveness. The truth allows you to see, and I believe that forgiveness will set you free. Otherwise, you're going to always be stuck in this place that you're in. I just want to encourage everybody to, there's a right way to do things. And there's a way that you can do things while protecting other people. I make sure that when I speak about my mom, I speak from a place of respect, regardless of the repercussions of some of the choices and decisions that she made about her life. And I've learned that my mom, when you're dealing with demons of your own and then you have kids, right? A lot of that stuff and bad choices and decisions, I believe, is because you're not protecting your inner child. And I don't think you can protect your outer child if you don't know how to protect and defend your inner child, aka yourself. And I feel like my mom, and any mom out there, like not just mom, any parent, period. I want to say that I forgive you, especially older. Forgive you. I want you to forgive me. Grandparents, I forgive you. I want you to forgive me. We don't understand what it's like having to be responsible for more than one person mentally. That's a lot of work. Being responsible for more than one person mentally means that you have to, my God, you got to be straight. You got to be straight mentally to be able to, for God to be able to trust you with somebody else's, like, mental health. You got to be straight yourself mentally. And my mom was going through a lot of stuff. She was sick. There was some drugs involved, alcohol. And this is hard for me to even say right now, y'all. I'm not lying. Like, I'm scared. Like, I don't want my mom to get mad at me either, right? But it's the truth. And I'm not ashamed because, I mean, look at everybody. Why would I be ashamed of the choices and decisions that my mom made? Why would I be ashamed of my own choices and decisions? Like, look what everybody else is doing out here. I'm not, for what? Why would I be worried about that? God forgive me, so I ain't tripping. But grew up around a lot of stuff, different men, and just like, bad environments, abuse, physical abuse. I remember one time, not my mom, but my uncle, he gave me he gave me a few seconds to run from him, and it said if I could reach it to a certain spot before he caught me, I wouldn't get beat. I didn't even make it. I mean, he caught me like just like that. He gave me a running start too, like an animal, like an animal. He gave me a running start and told me if he catch me, then I would get beat. If he didn't catch me by the time I reached a certain spot, then I was free and clear. He caught me, and I was a child. He beat me so bad. I remember one time he stood in front of me. He like slowly kneeled down in front of me and was like, "Why did you do what you did?" Before I could even get the words out my mouth, I was punched dead in my chest, flew back and hit the wall. I'm talking about I couldn't have been no more than about 8. I remember one time I talked back and he slapped me so many times, so fast. My uncle used to think he used to be obsessed with Bruce Lee and martial arts, and he thought he was part of Mortal Kombat. Anyway, he slapped me so many times, my nose started gushing blood everywhere. Like, how can you, and right now, perfect example. I don't want to make him look bad, right? I've forgiven him. Our relationship it's good as I care for it to be, because this ain't one of them relationships that I want to fight and go in the storage, the storage unit and unpack those things with him. I unpack them things with my therapist. I don't need to unpack those things with him. Not the ones that we went through. I don't need to unpack those things with him because I've come to terms with it. I'm good. So I forgive him. And I know the way my grandma treated us, it gotta be some stuff going on mentally. Grandma is supposed to treat you better. Okay. They supposed to have learned from their mistakes as a parent. And if my grandma treated me the way she treated me, I can imagine how you treated your own kid. So I know some stuff was wrong. I don't excuse his behavior or anything, but I'm also not judging his ignorance either. Like, people, that's why I said we got to break this mental thing. It's a problem. And we have the power to do so now because we have unlimited resources. And y'all, it's only going to go up from here. We're going to learn, we're going to have the resources to know more from here. And that's why y'all know I love Black people. That's why I feel like all the years of pain and suffering that we endured trying to get a crumb from a group of people that didn't want to make anything easy for us, you got to work 10 times as hard when you have melanin in your skin. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating, right? But I believe that technology, man, when I say I believe everything happens for a reason, that's my word, y'all. And everything is a tool and everything is a resource. Hold on one second. Forgiveness is key. I hold nothing against my mom. Forgiveness. Amen. Amen. Hi, at the recycled mom. I'm afraid of the same thing happening if when my family reads my future book. Good morning, girls. TNV channel. Thank you for blessing my life. You ain't lying. I be scared of. I used to be afraid. I'm just like now. I just gotta. When it comes, it just comes. What was I saying? I forgot. It was something specific I wanted to say. I can't remember. But either way, that's oh yeah. My uncle. So yeah, with him, I worry about him seeing this too. But I feel like now, now I'm not my thing. Now I ain't kidding y'all. The thing I ask all the time is, my sister. She was like, I got fired for doing this for my job. I was like, well, did you do that? That's how I be. I don't just be like, dang. She'll say, and that's, I got fired for doing this, and she was mad and telling me about her, being upset about it and everything. And it's not like I didn't believe her, but I was like, okay, you got fired for doing that. Did you do that? That's simple. If somebody says, I don't know why she sat there and told him that's what that happened. I know you don't have to say everything you think, but did she lie? That's just how I look at stuff. Like, I swear I do. I don't know why people are so afraid of the truth. I don't get that. I don't know. When they say the truth will set you free, you know what that means? That means you're being held in bondage when you lie. Like when you lie, you're held in bondage. You got to be held in bondage to be free. So I don't understand that. But I think that like with us having technology now, right? I think that's what I was talking about. Black people. I really believe that everything happens for a reason, right? And I believe that the crumbs that we've had to try to snatch 50 Cent after working 6 months to 50 Cent raise and all this other crap. And y'all know that these big corporations and businesses, most of them are ran by white people. And I ain't mad at that. Do you? Okay? Do you? But my thing is this, for black people and anybody that's brown, to me, creativity. I believe black people are the most creative people in the world. Look how we are represented. Look where our culture is. It's everywhere. If you look over this world, our culture is celebrated. They might not celebrate black people, but our culture is celebrated everywhere. Y'all remember FUBU? For us, by us. That was a statement that was being made. Somebody trying to say we need our own. We need something to be proud of, right? So when it comes to telling your story, the creativity, the foundation of our creativity is huge. Do you understand me? Huge. Okay? The stuff that we've heard, seen, and experienced, stuff that other people would never understand, the books, the art, the music, the acting. I mean, listen to me when I say this. We have so much creative and artistic ability right here from pain and suffering. I believe the age of technology was meant for us. This platform right here is absolutely free. Do you understand me? No more do we need the days of investors. No more do you have to go beg for support. No more do you got to sell CDs out the trunk of your car and hope that somebody in the hood likes you enough to want to support you when they barely can support themselves. That's over and done. But we are afraid of the truth and we don't understand forgiveness. And a lot of it comes from malicious intent. When people do try to tell their story, they just want to place blame. It's not about placing blame. It's about freeing yourself and healing yourself from some of this stuff. It's people out here that need you to tell your story. There are people out here that need you to tell the things that happen to you so that they're not afraid anymore. You got to step out the box, run circles around it, kick it down the street like Ace Ventura did in Pet Detective in the beginning. Y'all remember that? He didn't care nothing about that package, that box. And that's funny because that definitely describes the kind of person that Jim Carrey is. But yeah, You got to step outside the box. You got to be courageous. You got to be brave. You got to be bold to tell your story. You can't be afraid to tell your story. Otherwise, someone's going to tell it for you, and they're not going to tell it the way that you would. They're not going to tell you the way that you would tell it. You know how many stories my mama done told about us? And if you ask us what happened, it's the other way around. Hello, come on. Y'all already know. Even like down to like teaching at teachers at school. I had a teacher that tell me one time, if you don't sit your behind down with your nappy head self. She was black and she was natural. Or what we like to call natural, because ain't none of us really natural. Oh shoot. Good morning, Missy Lane. Good morning. Let me see who I got it with me. Hold on. Let me see if this is the lion or the goddess. It must be the lion. Good morning, lion. Let's see. Good morning, Miss Elaine. Good morning, Jay Kurt. Thank you all for blessing my life. I appreciate you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Did I hit 300 yet? Because I don't even know. Let me check. Okay, almost. But yeah, that's it. You just really cannot expect somebody else to tell your story. Like you gotta be so. Hey, bestie, thank you for coming back to my live. I saw your video yesterday and I got on you. I don't know if you saw my comments, but I got on you. Yeah, you stop doing that. You stop putting yourself down like that. I don't like that. I don't like when you do that. I don't like that. That make me not feel happy. I want to feel happy. You make me not feel happy when you do that. We say, don't lie and say this vlog was good because I know this vlog was no. First of all, I ain't no liar. Okay. And it was a good vlog. It was short, it was sweet, it was to the point. It was perfect. You showed us you getting your popcorn, you showed us you sitting in the movie, you showed us after the movie, and you told us what you thought about it. Is that not what the vlog is for? Is that not what it's all about? You let us know I'm at the movies, guys, about to go in. I got me some chips, got me some popcorn. Hey guys, the movie's about to start. Ooh, this is so good, y'all. Look at me eating my popcorn and my Cheetos. The movie is over. I'm back home now. I don't want to ruin it for everybody and tell what happened, but I loved it. It had drama, it had comedy, it had this, it had that. It shouldn't be PG-13. It should be rated R. If this is Tyler Perry's last movie, bravo to him. He did a good job. That vlog was on point. So I don't want you to do that no more, okay? Don't do that no more, okay? Tell me you're not gonna do that no more. Y'all tell DJ don't do that no more. Somebody. Do 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 do. Ha! Don't do that no more, DJ. I won't do that no more. Thank you. I appreciate you. But I believe that the reason why it's hard to tell your story is because in the beginning, when we're kids, you already know you're not supposed to tell your family's business. You're not supposed to. A lot of us don't really get an opportunity to have a voice. You know what I mean? Like for me, honesty was a problem for some reason. I don't know why, but I've always been the way that I am. Not afraid. I don't think I'm afraid of the truth. Even if somebody tells me, I don't think I'm afraid of the truth. I don't. It could be circumstantial. It could be a truth that's really, really big, and I don't want anybody. But I don't really have any secrets, and I'm not. I'm really transparent. But growing up, I think that they tried to, you get an attempt to be recreated. People try to recreate you. They really do because they don't like you because you ain't like them. So they want you to be different, and they try to recreate you. And people don't like the fact that I have a relationship with honesty. So the fact that I have a relationship with honesty, it makes a lot of people not want to be around me because I try in the best way I can to say it without offending you. One thing I know about me though is my mouth has been delivered, but my face is not so much. So I might be okay with something and okay not saying certain things because I pick my battles. But my face most of the time is gonna probably tell you what I really think, or that I'm probably not telling you everything, just some of how I feel. So but I just think as children, when they're not afraid of the truth, like if a kid tells somebody you are fat, kids. My nephew told my sister that he was like, "You are fat," and I'm analytical, so I analyze everything. Right? Nothing is just something small to me at all. It always is something else always behind it. So I'm looking like, okay, she was like, shut up. Shut up. You don't say that to people. You don't say that to nobody. No, that ain't what you need to tell them to do. What you need to tell them to do is, first of all, don't bring unsolicited advice. If they didn't ask you, they probably don't need it and don't want it. Okay, first of all, but there's nothing wrong with you feeling the way you feel. Secondly, teachable moment. Nobody can be fat. You can have fat, but you can't be fat. Fat is a thing all in itself. I'm not fat. I'm not stuck on the side of somebody's hip jiggling every time they walk. You're not fat. There's no such thing as being fat. I don't understand why people say that. You're fat. That's impossible for you to be fat. You can have more fat on your body than I got on mine, but you cannot own fat. You cannot take ownership of fat. Somebody else already has that. Fat has fat. So you can't be fat. Okay. So that's stupid, first of all. Thank you. I have fat. I'm not fat. Ignorant. People are ignorant. So I would have definitely taught him that. I wouldn't have said it that way, but I would have taught him that. And then I would have told him, now in the future, if someone asks you, do they look fat or does this dress make me look fat? Because if it was AJ, I would go ahead and let him know one day your woman or your wife is probably going to ask you, does this dress look fat? It shouldn't be a trick question. If she's like me, I'd be like, oh, Lord, let me change. If you say, make it look a little heavy, make it look a little healthy, I'll probably be, oh, shoot. But that's me. I don't get easily offended. For some women, that's a no-no, and they don't want you to say that to them because, we deal with our insecurities different. Men deal with theirs one way, women deal with theirs another. And, and sometimes we want some assurance from our man or somebody we love. We all need assurance at some point. And, you might want to say to her in a different manner. You might not want to be like, yeah, you're fat. You want, it makes you look fat or it makes you look bigger. You say, no, it makes you look curvy. It doesn't make you look, your shape may look different in this dress than it does in the other one. I don't know, y'all, because I'm a fool. Oh, golly. I don't know. But my daughter tells her friends to ask me. I won't sugarcoat. My mom got mad at me because I got mad. I lost some subscribers. She said, don't worry about them. Keep on grinding. She said, you ain't get far in life if you worry about what other people do. Your mama is a wise woman. You understand me? She know what's up. And I was talking about that earlier today in this live right here. I mentioned that, about the numbers. The numbers. I don't even worry about it. It is what it is. Y'all keep me, and my baby, y'all keep me more up to date on my numbers. And I appreciate it because I need it. I need it. Sometimes I do get so lost in other people that I forget myself, but not in a bad way. I always told my brides the truth when we shop for dresses, but you can tell the truth without being disrespectful. Absolutely. And I'm gonna give y'all a quick communication tip real quick. One thing I learned just by trial and error and realizing this ain't working, I gotta try something else. Quick communication tip. When you need to address something with somebody, or if somebody addresses something with you, if it may not be something that's very positive, but it's a discussion that needs to be had, I've learned that one of the best things you can do is ask questions, not make statements. And I learned that with my mom, my brother, and my sister, because they're so different, but they're like the most erratic people. So with my mom, my brother mentioned once that my mom hurt his feelings. It had something to do with my nephew. And when I spoke to my mom about it, I already knew his feelings were hurt. I already knew his side of the story and what happened. But I just asked her, when's the last time you talked to him, mommy? And okay, when's the last time you went over to see his son? And she told me when it was. She's like, oh, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks. I said, dang, 2 or 3 weeks. I said, okay. I said, I haven't got I was living in South Carolina. I said, I haven't got a chance to make it yet, but I know he's excited and everything. And so if you get a chance, just make it over there, because 3 weeks is kind of a long time. And you don't think that might hurt his feelings, with at the time she was keeping my niece. Said my niece sometimes stays with you or whatever, and you don't think that might hurt his feelings that, he sees you with the other grands or whatever, and he doesn't he doesn't see you coming over. My nephew was newborn at the time. He was only a few weeks old. And there's some other stuff that goes in that, biology or whatever. But we accept my nephew, as our own. It's not an issue. So I didn't understand why she hadn't been around. So I was just like, you don't think that hurt his feelings? And my mom can be very erratic, and you just have to love her for her. She was like, I don't know, man, I don't know. Maybe it did. I don't know. Why would it hurt his feelings? I said, well, mommy, if it was me, I'd be feel some type of way a little bit. You ain't been to see my baby. What's up? And even though she didn't necessarily like what I said, she didn't feel attacked. Like if I had called and said, mommy, I didn't want to say his name. He called me and told me that he called me and said that his feelings were hurt and you haven't been by to see the baby. What's up? If I had called and said that, she would have felt attacked immediately because I was making a statement versus asking a question. When you ask questions, it allows the other person to tell their story their way and they don't feel attacked. They feel like they're in control of the conversation, and that's fine. That's fine. Let them be. Let them be, especially if you coming into this trying to be received and you want to try to have a positive outcome and you trying to get something done, then you need to do things a certain way. For example, if somebody does something like a friend and say, they didn't show up to something that was very important to you. Instead of you just getting mad, even if you get mad right away, when it comes to the communication part, ask them such and such, what happened the other night? I didn't see you. And then, they let you know what went on or whatever the case may be. It's the way that you respond that causes, that determines the course of the direction of the conversation. And if she says, well, this and this happened and it was a legitimate issue, you can say, well, you can understand that. If they say, well, I was hanging out with this and that and the time got away from me, you can say, well, did you know you knew that was something that was very important? Did you know that was something that was important to me? And they said, well, I knew, but such and such. Say, okay, well, how do you think that made me feel? Like, you don't think that hurt my feeling? How do you think that made me feel that you didn't come? And I was expecting you to be there and you didn't come. How can somebody get mad at you if you approach them in that manner? If they do get mad at you, that means they're overstepping your boundary. And that you don't, if somebody gets mad at you for honesty, for expressing how you feel in that manner, right? And they still get attitude and get mad, you need to cut ties with them. You need to start feeding them with a long handled spoon. You need to start communicating shorter than what you've been doing because that's not feeding into you. That's draining. If you put that much energy into how you feel about this and then you bring it to this person and they completely shut you down and disregard how you feel, let them go. I don't care how long y'all been friends. I don't care nothing about y'all history. Because if they do it once, they'll do it again and they probably already done it before. Open your eyes. Open your eyes to the people you got around you. Let's see. I would just tell them, let's look for something that really flatters. Oh, I like that, recycled mom. The truth may hurt, but I respect it. Moms are so mean and judging. So that's why when someone says something mean, it takes a lot to hurt my feelings. Have you met my crazy family? I have not. I have not. And you know what? All I want you to make sure that you don't generalize because I don't want this to affect you, DJ, in the future. One thing that we do as kids is that we learn that things are one way. As children, as younger adults, children, when we're taught something, whether they teach it to us directly or indirectly, we learn that that's the way. That's the way that things are. That must be how it is. It's not. People are not monolithic. Moms are not monolithic, and you can't generalize because they're all different. I've learned a lot of things from my mom that she taught me on purpose, and I've learned from my mother things that she involuntarily and indirectly taught me, things that I maybe not want to do. I've learned from some of her mistakes, but I will say that we get lost in certain things because it's not your fault that your parents are your first educators, your first teachers, and you absolutely should. You should still have consideration for others' feelings. And I don't want to make nobody feel attacked. I really don't. I don't want to do that. I used to do that when I just would run up on people and just start going. I don't want to do that anymore. If I have an issue, a conflict, or a problem, I'm still not even to the place of where I'm comfortable even addressing certain things. But the things that I do address, I'll try to say it in a certain way because I want to leave. I want to hang up with each other by saying, okay, bye. I don't want to hang up on each other. And I want to leave knowing that we're going to talk again soon, regardless of this situation, whether we end with a little progress, no progress, but no arguing. I got my point across, whether they received it or not, or we're going to continue this later. and it's not something that we can't discuss. Like that's what I want. And I know for a lot of us, we end up generalizing and thinking that this is the way it is as kids because of what we're taught in our household, our families, our friends. You can learn from everybody. And like I tell my son, when he asks me why does black have to be bad, I explain the difference between knowledge and wisdom to him, and I explain to him what black looks like and what black and darkness feels like. Just because you see it with your eyes and everything, it's levels to this stuff. It's levels. Everything is not black and white. There's always a gray area somewhere. Allow your faith, aka the gray area, not your black and white carnal vision, to tell you and for you to believe that there are different types of moms, different types of dads. You don't got to be the same dad that your dad was. You don't got to be the same mom that your mom was. You don't got to take ownership of anything. If it don't make you feel good, it's probably not good. Okay, that's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. You see this stuff with your eyes now, but by meeting other people, seeing other experiences, subjecting yourself to something outside of what's inside your home, aka your box. Learn about different people, learn about different cultures, self-educate. Let me tell you something what I tell my baby, especially you black too. Listen, as a young black man, education is going to be your superpower, but self-education is going to be your secret weapon. People are not going to expect certain things from you, and they're going to expect certain things from you. Prove them wrong, okay? Don't give anybody the right to say that you are just like anybody else, that you do things just like anybody else. No, that's not the case. Surprise them, because when they see your skin color, they're automatically going to think things about you, and I know what I'm talking about. I seen a lady the other day talk about two kids that live out here in the hood that was going in the store. She was like, look like they going to steal. Well, if you talk like that about those kids, then I know you talk like that about my son, who I know ain't going in there to steal. Who knows what they could have been, got money for good grades. They could be going out and get something for their mama. Like, that is sad. That's sad. So you need to understand that. Don't ever think that one thing that you've been taught or shown. Question everything. Everything. Do you understand me? 2 plus 2 equals 4, but sometimes it equals 5. Okay? And if it don't make sense, make it make sense. Everybody ain't the same. Just self-educate. You'll learn. You'll learn. Technically, brown folks are neon, but our ancestors were so brown it looked black. We were neon. We walked around with neon as neon, like neon signs. I need to research that. I ain't never heard that before. Yes, but I'm nice. I know. But I just want you to be educated. It's nothing wrong with you not being able to control your surroundings. You know what I mean? Your circumstances are going to be what they are. That has nothing to do with you. It's about how you react. Okay? And I want you to react not from a place of ignorance, from a place of knowledge. Even if you don't know, be so aware that you don't know, and you're going to go find out later. Don't just respond from a place of ignorance and think this must be what it is because this is what I see with my eyes. It ain't never like that. Trust me, it's never like that. And if you think, you got to think from a mental perspective as well. You may have, like, people may say I'm mean when it comes to AJ. He don't get beat. He don't get hit. I don't yell at him, cuss at him, talk bad to him, or anything like that. But I'm structured because I've seen what can happen when a sheep goes astray. You know what I mean? My son, he doesn't see wolf. Okay, my son sees a sheep in everybody, like most kids do. And I need for him to understand they ain't all sheep, baby. Some of them just got on sheep clothes. Okay, so just and so what I might do a little differently than another parent, it is because we're raised different, we think different. My priorities may not be the same as another parent's priorities. Your mom may be hard on you because she's an adult and she can see things you can't see, or any other mother. Sometimes moms do go too far. I've experienced abuse, and and I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in general. But I have had to say before, you don't know the difference between discipline and abuse, or sometimes you go too far. And like I mentioned before, DJ, in some of my last lives, that meeting halfway where we say, some black parents are too hard on their kids, some white parents aren't hard enough. Let's meet in half in the middle, because kids don't need you to be barking at them all the time, and they don't need to be catered to all the time either. They need both. You know, when they say white people don't give they give their kids too much privacy, black people don't give their kids enough privacy. Yeah, you should know your kids making bombs in the basement, but and I ain't trying to be funny, I'm being real. You should know that. They should not have so much privacy that they are able to build a gazillion bombs and you have no idea. No way. But they need enough privacy from you. You need to teach them that they have permission to set boundaries from people. That includes you. You understand? My baby is. I remember you said about you. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. She's part of my plan. You know, it's a show. Thank you for joining my live. Bully in the house. Thank y'all for blessing my live. Thank you. Respect starts at home. Also, it does. But you know, I don't think we go in depth enough with respect. We teach our kids to respect what you know, and to disrespect what you don't know and what you don't understand. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know, a lot of that comes from, like I said, the mental aspect of it. You may not think that stuff really matters, but I promise you it does. What's the conversation? Hi, Mrs. Miles. The conversation, I did a few announcements, but now we're talking about stories, telling a story, and whose story is it to tell? Because you know, sometimes you want to this is perfect for us too, because we're on this platform. And you know, certain story times you might want to do, or like me, you just want to build a personal brand so people get to know you better. And you know, I want to be transparent because certain things that I've healed from, I know other people might need. So if they need it, then I've healed from it, I'm not afraid to share my story and be honest. But it's hard to share your story sometimes because it bleeds into somebody else's life. And although you might not tell their life story, a part of their life story is also a part of yours. And people can't really handle that, or don't want to be honest and tell the truth because they're scared that they rubbing off on somebody else. But I'm just encouraging people to just, however you got to do it, however you got to share your story, share it, man. I'm telling you. I don't know. I think I mentioned before in the Harry Potter series, J.K. Rowling, she talked about one of the monsters who would like suck out your happiness. And she said that monster came from depression. Now, I don't know her life or how privileged she might have been. I have no idea, or the lack thereof. But what I do know is this: she took life experience, something that was painful, and she turned it into art. She expressed that in her book, and that was a part of her life. That's why I feel like we can definitely take advantage of technology. If a black person has ever felt at all like there is no break for me, we don't get handed anything, we have to work harder than everybody else, that's true. But technology, I think this is our time. Do you understand me? We are so talented, bruh. Like we're everywhere. They everywhere. Cornrows, lip injections, butt injections, the style of our clothes, the music, hip hop, the dance is everywhere in almost every country. It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you've ever felt like it's hard for me to explain because it all goes into a circle. If you ever felt like you didn't have a place, right, on Earth, especially if you got melanin in your skin, you got a place. You just got to find it. And I just think that your story, I believe that you can capitalize on pain, not just financially, but like mentally. And you can heal. And I told y'all, hurt people, but heal people, help people. So once you heal and you're able to tell your story, y'all, it just, I mean, I don't know. I know that I've had to come to terms with sharing my story and worrying about other people that are involved in my story. But if I got, like I said earlier, when I told you about me getting punched in the chest, my nose bleeding and all that, if I were to tell that story and I say, yeah, I was abused before, I got punched in the chest and my nose bleeding because I got slapped so many times, and a family member had me run away like I was a deer, and they told me if they caught me I would get beat, but if they didn't I wouldn't get beat like an animal. That's one thing for me to say that, right? But then you know the content and the context are different. somebody else may be sitting back like, oh, she must have been in foster care, or she must have been in group home. Sound like you got passed around, something like that. No, my uncle did that. Like the person that helped raise me, that was in my house every day, all the time, who eventually got saved. And I still think he's crazy a little bit, but he got saved and ended up becoming my hero. You know, that's that narcissism, ain't it, y'all? Your hero and your villain at the same time. And so I was confused as a kid, you know. So how can you even know how to tell your story as an adult when you can't even tell your story as a child? I don't know a lot of I know that they are out there and that they exist, but it's not a lot of people that respect honesty, first of all. And then there aren't a lot of people that respect honesty from a kid. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta understand the kind of kid that you're forced to be, people that try to recreate you into something else. You know, we take ownership of whoever they have recreated us to be. Whether they're angry and we choose to take ownership of the anger because that's our mom, depression because that's our mom, abandonment and neglect issues because daddy ain't around. You know, all these things we take ownership of, and then we let those things shape us. God already shaped you, boo. Okay, God is the creator. He created you exactly the way he wanted you to be. Okay, and so life, the world, our households, all that comes in and tries to recreate you. That's the enemy, that's the devil trying to recreate you. But all that does is makes you start fighting. That's all it does. It's like when you try to recreate or you're recreated and you try to live that life, you try to take ownership of those things that are not of you, of who God made you to be. That's where that fight comes in. You talking about depression, you talking about I'm committing, trying to commit suicide, drinking like crazy, popping pills, out here having sex with everything, walking, no self-esteem, no self-worth, no value, a lack of understanding, don't know what's going on in your world, what's around you, nothing going for yourself. You taking ownership of everything except what God gave you. You know what I mean? Your honesty, your fearlessness, spontaneity, just all that stuff, not being afraid of nothing. You know, busting it down in the middle of the mall. A kid will do that. And a grown up will look at the kid that does that and wants to go do it too, but the grown up probably won't go over there and do that. Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? You don't nurture your inner child. And I think that's what affects all of us. Your inner, it's like your inner child is just like, you know, you just forget all about them. Forget all about that stuff. We used to jump off the top of the staircase and almost die, right? And but we scared to record a YouTube video. What kind of sense that make? A grown up. You grown. You know what I mean? How many of us today see little kids that play sports and you be like, dang, I wish I would have not been so scared to try out for the sports team when I was in school. I do it all the time. I know y'all do it. I know it. Or you see little kids that be on like America's Got Talent or some of these other shows, American Idol. You know what I mean? And you're like, dang, man, I wish somebody would have encouraged me and pushed me to my real limit, which does you limitless. But you know, I wish somebody would have pushed me to my real limit. Always push me. Always push me. My baby started football and wanted to quit in the season. Oh, baby, no, no, sir. You're not finna start something and don't finish. Absolutely not. No. I want you to say when you got older, yeah, I played football. I ain't like it, but I played it. How you know who you are if you don't do that? And how can kids do that if they don't have somebody pushing them? And then what kind of story can they share when they get older if they can't even talk about some of the stuff that went on with them? I'm not hiding the fact that my uncle punched me in the chest no more. I'm not. I refuse. I refuse. I'm not doing that anymore. I love you, Unc. If you ever see this video, I love you to death. I forgive you. You can deny these allegations all you want. It's fine with me. I won't be mad at you. You may really don't remember. You for real. You might really don't remember that you did that stuff to me, but you did. Okay, I remember, and that's really all that matters is that I remember, and I know how it made me feel. And now the fact that I ride for kids, so ain't nobody listen to me. Parents, you can be out with your. If I see you trying really, really hard, it's like you're trying to prove yourself, right? It should come natural. I just don't be trusting. I do not. I look at kids when I go volunteer at my son's school. If I see a kid in there that's dirty and it doesn't even look like the parent tried, my heart, bro, my heart just breaks. You know what I'm saying? Because In my mind, them being dirty, hair not combed. I ain't talking about the best clothes. No, dirty. Why are you dirty? You shouldn't be dirty, okay? And I feel like we don't trust the village enough, because if it's something you can't do, find somebody who can. Make that sacrifice, because your child needs to be washed. So you need to make that sacrifice. It's hard, but it is what it is. And I look at some of these kids and I just be like, if you dirty, it makes me wonder what else is going on. Like, what else is happening? If your cleanliness is neglected on the outside, I know good and well you being fed a bunch of dirt and mud in your brain. I know that. I know that. I knew some kids one time who didn't have no food at home. Their lunch every single day and breakfast came from school. Every day, their mom would have to run. I ain't gonna say have to, because she got a choice. She had a choice. We'll try to figure out what they're gonna eat for dinner. Do y'all know when the summertime came? What I was like, what are these kids gonna do? Because they were getting their breakfast and lunch from school. Now what they gonna do now? You know what I mean? At first she was trying to scrape together something for dinner. Now what these kids gonna do when they get up? What they gonna do at 1 o'clock? You know what I mean? 2 o'clock. What they gonna do tonight for dinner? Like, and it's nothing wrong with this girl. It's not physically. It's nothing wrong with her physically. It's all mental. We gotta break this stuff. Hi, beautiful. Hi, K Bless. Thank you for blessing my life. Let's see. Hey, Jalen. How are you, Jalen? Do you have any goals for today? Y'all got goals for today? Drop them down below. Drop your link down below. If you guys have made playlists, let me know in a comment. Don't do it. If you're doing it here, I might not see it. But let me know if you have a playlist you want me to stream for you. I'm streaming 2 right now for some people. And in a comment or on Instagram, or if you're in my Facebook group, one of those, just let me know and I'll stream it for you. Hi, beautiful. Thank you for being transparent and being a mouthpiece for God and his people that are going through these situations, helping us to heal from it. Love you. You speaking truth. We're just saying this on my Facebook this morning. That's why y'all my people, man. Yes, it took a village to raise me. I know I raised hell. Hey, baby, you probably gave back what you got. You probably gave what was given to you. I'm back. That's deep. Yes. Yeah. You probably gave what you were given. I mean, think about it. You honestly can own. I preach this thing. I say this thing. I don't say preach. I ain't no preacher. But I say this stuff all the time because I really wanted people to really start living this, right? You only can give what you have, right? And you really only can give what you take, honestly, too. Like what you're feeding yourself, not just food, like everything. The music, words, people that are around you. What are you feeding yourself? What are people pouring into you? Whatever they pour into you is going to fill you up, and eventually it's going to all run over, and it's going to spill out onto everybody and everything around you. So even if you're 5 years old and you've been getting hell your whole 5 years of living, guess what you're going to give back? A bunch of hell. You ain't got nothing but a bunch of hell in you. That's all you even have to give. If you ain't been giving love your whole life, how you even know what that even looks like? Some people don't even know what that looks like. When I tell y'all, hey, Lavino, thank you so much for joining my live from that's my Samoan friend. Hi, how are you? Our church packs lunches, meals for kids at a local school for them to take home for the weekend. Oh, wow. I feel you. What happens when school is out for summer? How they gonna eat? Thank you. Thank you. And then a lot of it is just the parenting comes from, like, a lot of it comes from ignorance, right? And then a lot comes from comfort. Because, I don't blame people for ignorance. I don't, because you don't know what you don't know. And it is what it is. But when you know better, you're supposed to do better, right? And when you don't, that's a choice. You choose to live based on what you don't know, what you do, you don't know. You make your choices based on what you do and don't know. And if you don't know something, you just don't know. So how can you teach somebody something that you were never taught? I get that. But when you find out that what you're doing is wrong, when you realize that something is wrong with you, yet you choose to shield and protect your image so much so that you allow another human being, another person with a heart, to be abused, taken advantage of, mistreated, bullied, and just not taken care of, all because of your image. When quiet as is kept, y'all have time, you're not looking that good anyway. On the inside, I had to change my mindset. I had to adapt to the real life. And you have to, bully, because like I said, when you in that situation, you take ownership of that stuff. I'm not taking ownership of nobody else's mental issues anymore. I refuse. I will help you out and support you with your issue, but don't give it to me. I don't want it. I don't want it. Y'all think that it's only these airborne illnesses and stuff that's contagious? No, no. It's that stuff is contagious. Energy travels. I tell you, you go. If you know better, as a whole will do better. Like someone said, it start from home. I was raised in the old school. Amen. 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 And I told somebody, you can use an example of if you go to McDonald's early in the morning and you say, please give me a round egg. I don't want the flat egg. I'm saying that because that's what I like. When I used to eat McDonald's, I ate that crap for like 15 years. But please give me the round egg. I don't like the flat, the flip, whatever you call the thing, powder egg. And you're like, y'all have that, right? And she said, yeah, we do that. Y'all can do that. It doesn't cost anymore. And she's like, no, it's not. It doesn't cost anymore. You just have to make it special because, okay, well, that's what I want. Okay. And then, because you and this woman discussed this time and time and time again, you don't check your bag until you get home. And then when you get home, you mad because your sandwich is not made right. And now you all the way at the house and not about to drive back to McDonald's now. And you frustrated. So then your husband comes in and says, well, why don't you just eat the flat egg? It don't taste the same. Well, that man is ignorant to the fact that no, these eggs don't taste the same. But that ain't the point. The point is they done pissed you off now. They didn't piss you off, and the energy that you got from that, now you're gonna transfer that right to your husband because now you about to have an attitude with him because he's stupid. What you mean? Do it taste right? Is it the same thing? It ain't cooked the same, is it? Huh? So no, it ain't gonna taste the same. So now you caught an attitude with him, and your negative energy then jump right off of you, right on to him. Now this man is fussing with you, trying to figure out why you got an attitude early in the morning. Okay. And he might mention PMS and you get mad because you feel like I'm a woman and I ain't always mad just because of my period. Okay. I'm a feminist and no, you ain't about to try to play me. But really, he's trying to figure out what's going on with you because you're mad for nothing. He ain't did nothing to you. So then he go in the room and they y'all back and forth arguing. Now this man is confused. Can't remember what he did with his belt yesterday because now he's fussing with you. He done hid the belt somewhere so he can find it because he always lose it. So you want to hide it so he can find it. Now you don't remember where it's at because you done made him mad. So he holding his breath. Ain't enough oxygen going to his brain. He can't even think straight. Don't even know where the belt is at. So now he get the belt and now he late to work 15 minutes. He walk into work mad. He the boss. They mad at him because they outside cold because he came to unlock the door yet. Now they get inside. Now somebody got an attitude because they ain't performing right. Now he yelling at them. Now they not performing. Now they missed the goal for the day. And his district manager is yelling at him. Then his district manager is mad because his manager is yelling at him. Like it's a whole. You think that stuff don't travel? You do have a position to play in this world. Okay? You have a job to spread good, not bad. Let's see. Attitudes are contagious. Yes. I kept silent. I kept silent trying to protect other people but was dying inside. And I'm not subscribing to your issues. Amen. The only lifelong subscription that I have is to Jesus. And I'm not going to lie to you. I have renewed that subscription quite often. But the last time in 2016 was the last time. That was the last time. But thank God, he don't never turn you away. I subscribe all the time for free. Thumbs up the video. Thank you guys. I appreciate it because I will forget. I sure will. I'm going to have to give me some more moderators in here because y'all work hard for your sister. A closed mouth do not get fed. Little things matter too. I look back at my past and realize I thank them for the struggle because we all struggle. I struggle, but I see the bigger picture and position I was. Correct. Myra, I got you, Bully, what you said. And that's good that you can take it and turn it into fuel or motivation, right? And you learn from those things. And I understand that. But it would be just fantastic, right? If I could learn these things, not just know them, but live them to the point that my son knows these things, but doesn't have to go through hell and have to find his way back through fire to find his child again when he's 29, 30 years old. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing if we gave our kids the answers now to the questions that they have later on in life so that they're not, or that they'll be able to come to us and trust that we're going to lead them in the right direction, not dysfunction. When they get older, they know that if they need the answer, they'll probably come to mommy, and if mommy doesn't know, she's gonna find out, and she's not gonna ever steer you wrong. You know, mommy or daddy or uncle or aunt, they're not the ones that I'm running from. You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be dope if your kids ran to you? Y'all about to make me mm, 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 mm. Y'all really about to make me cry. Stop, for real. Quit. Ooh. Y'all see why I don't care about the numbers? The family dream. Thank you for blessing my life. I love you from the inside out. Wouldn't that be something though, y'all? Y'all about to have me crying up in here, bro. Like, why? I can't even imagine my son being 18, 19 years old and don't want me. I cannot imagine. I can't even imagine that. And my son is not afraid of me. He doesn't fear me. He fears consequence. He fears and expects consequence. But he doesn't fear me. My son has respect for me. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. Like, don't you want your kids to respect you and not fear you? And that's why I get so confused about what I'm supposed to be doing in life, because everything that I've ever done always comes back to kids. Always. Y'all see my room? Always comes back to kids. I used to have a bed in here. I don't have a room no more. I don't have a bed. I don't have a room, like, at all. It's only 2 bedrooms in here. My son has a Spider-Man room. I sleep in his room sometime, or I'll sleep in there on the couch, or I'll pull my mattress out of my pantry and sleep in my living room, because I wanted a space for my son. I wanted a place where I could really work and accomplish my goals and my dreams with that mindset. And I wanted to create my own environment of success, whether it looks like mine or not. When I first did this little room, those are my dressers, and I had like a little small desk and like a little small podium I got for like $2 from the thrift store, and that's all that was in here. And it's like you see your growth slowly and stuff, right? But I had to come to terms with really who I was after 30 years of hell, after 30 years of searching for answers from strangers, because my people who I thought were my people, the people that God entrusted me with, that were supposed to take me and use me as motivation to get their own lives better, so that they didn't get it wrong with me. But they didn't do that. They didn't understand that the whole point of me was for them to I'm like, sometimes God will do things to make you wake up, but sometimes we don't wake up. And I think for some people, your kids are supposed to help you wake up. You have a responsibility to them. And how can you do your part for them if you don't do your part for you? You got to get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, entrust that child with somebody else that's going to do better than you. And I just really strongly believe that. I don't want anybody to not have a relationship with their kids. I'm not for kids being taken from their parents, but to me, I believe in the village, and I don't think God placed us all here so that you can only have to watch your own kids. I don't believe that. I don't think that. The world helps raise your children. So you got to really, like, you got to be smart. You got to be aware of what's going on. Let me see. You have wisdom, girl. Do your thing. Thank you. I'm so blessed. My kids want to come to me with fears and questions and direction. I'm telling you, that's a blessing. It actually makes me sad that my son doesn't feel that way about his dad. I want my son to want that from his father. I want my son to ask his dad the girl questions. I want my son to have secrets between his father that I don't know about. We're not together, but I left him when AJ was a week old. He 8 years old now. I nipped that right in the bud. I won't play with him. But I want him to have that with his dad. And but I also understand that he's not going to do anything different for my, as far as my son, until he does things different in his life. You can't expect somebody to just come to you and say, oh no, she didn't. Thank you for joining my live. Thank you for blessing me today. I appreciate it. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge. Right. Some people just use discipline with abuse. They don't know the difference. But yeah, I want him to have that relationship with his father. And up until a few days ago, he called his dad. And I don't really like focus on it too much because I'm tired of fussing and like asking him, crying, like, why you don't come around? Why you don't? And it could be worse because he knows his dad and he's fickle. He's around, but he's fickle. His kids don't have, it could be worse. But I'm also not about to say it's okay either. And it's acceptable. I don't care how much worse it could be. It needs to be better. So get it together. So I ain't about to sit here and say, do we live in such an at least? Don't we live in such an at least society? Right? Well, this is happening, but at least no, don't at least me. Well, I cheated, but at least I ain't get pregnant. I know, no. Wrong is wrong, okay? And if you're quiet as it's kept, sin, you can't at least sin. So what makes you think you can at least wrongdoing? No, it's wrong, it's wrong. Yeah, we can be accepting to imperfections. Yeah, we know that. But don't sit and try to make it seem like just because you didn't go that far or you ain't doing that bad, ain't no at least. And that goes on from both sides too. Don't say, well, I'm doing good for myself. At least I started my YouTube. I might not go post that much content. I might not go on live that much, but at least I started. You ain't even start. No, hold yourself accountable, whether you started or not. Yeah, they ain't started, but what you start for? You ain't doing what you need to be doing to get things done. Stop placing these limitations on yourself. Stop doing that. At least that places limitations. Stop. We got to stop doing that. Quit. That at least and placing them limitations, that's a crutch. Quit. You are limitless. Stop. I don't want to hear that no more. I'm sick of it. I don't think either that you can't get your full potential without honesty and forgiveness. You're not even operating at your best. You out here talking about you want to level up. You can't level up without honesty. You cannot. Because how can you change without honesty? And that's what I mean. How you gonna say I'm different? I've changed. Or you get in a relationship, you break up and get back together after 4 or 5 months. Guilty. But neither one of y'all ain't did nothing different to become different people. And we the same people that we was when we broke up. And ain't neither one of us done anything different to change our mindset, our thought process, the way we perceive things, changes the way we receive things. And we still looking at things the same way. Why did we even get back together? Huh? And if we didn't get back together to go get help together, what's the point? You think a little bit of time is going to change something? No, you got to work. Faith without works, you got to believe it can happen, and you got to work to make it happen. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work. And I've stopped telling myself, oh, okay, well, maybe he'll do better next month, or maybe he'll do better next year. I heard one time he was going to therapy. That's the first and only time that I ever thought, maybe will he see some change now? That's it. That's all. Not because you left for 4 years, 3 years, and my baby didn't see you for 3 years, and then you just happen to come back, and the time and the distance helped you become a better person. I guess maybe what? You went to time out and thought about what you did? No. What did you think about it? Tell me that, huh? What did you think about that? I'm no longer letting him stress me out. And it's sad because I'm telling you, the last interaction between us or our phones, I'll say that, was before my birthday. My birthday was February the 6th. And now we're talking about 2 days ago. My son talked to his daddy 2 days ago. My birthday was February the 6th. I don't know prior to that how long before he spoke to him, because the call on the 6th was an outgoing call from my son to him. He never got an answer. And he just talked to him 2 days ago since calling him the last time. There was no call back or nothing. When I heard my son, he was, I want to call my dad. I said, okay. He called him or whatever. And then when the next day, no, he called him before school. And then his dad didn't call back until my son was already at school. Because I do not discuss anything. I don't even talk to the man in front of my son because I already know what could possibly come from that. And I try to protect my baby. But since my son was in school by the time he called back, I really thought that something happened to you. I really thought that you were sick or something like that. I said, I don't understand what is going on with you, but I will tell you this. As much as I want you to have a relationship with my son, it is my job to protect him. And I hope you don't think because your sperm won that I'm gonna allow you or my mama or my daddy or anybody else to come in and mentally and negatively affect my baby. You're not gonna have my baby growing up with abandonment issues. You're not gonna have my son with neglect issues. He's gonna know it is what it is. Either you're gonna stay or you're gonna leave. Pick a side. Or I'm gonna let him know that there's some mental instability going on up there, and you can't pick a side because good or bad. Good means you come around daddy. Bad means you don't. So pick a side. Pick a side. Either you are a good parent or you're a bad parent. Pick a side. Because what I'm not gonna do is have my son sitting right here ignorant and not understanding what's going on, and he's feeling some type of way in his mind because he misses his dad, and I don't know he's affected because he don't say things to me about certain stuff, and all I'm wanting is making sure I'm doing my part. I'm gonna make sure that my son knows what's happening so that he knows it has nothing to do with him and that he knows that there are some sick people and sometimes people need to heal and get better so they can perform better. Right now, he ain't doing what he need to be doing. So I will definitely sit my son down. He knows not to disrespect his father. He knows I don't play them games. But I believe in honesty. I sure do. My son found out this morning that the tooth fairy wasn't real. I told him. Sure did. I found his teeth in the bottom of my drawer. It was some teeth in a Ziploc bag. And I allow him to believe in the character of certain things. But as he gets older, I go ahead and make sure he knows what's really good. An invisible woman with wings did not fly in here and give you $2. That was the last $2 I had. Okay. She didn't fly in here and give you that. You would have got 5, but that's all I could afford at the time. Okay. No, that didn't happen. A white man, a big fat white man, or a big man with a bunch of fat did not come down. She can't even fit down the chimney. We don't even have a chimney. Okay. And I ain't got nothing against nobody that lets their children believe that. I believe in having kids having a childhood. But these are my beliefs. I ain't telling you to do what I do. And I'm not judging you for doing what you do. Absolutely not. Because my son believed in Santa Claus for a while. He believed in the tooth fairy for a while. But as my son gets older, my son, the conversations that we have, and he's 8 years old. Okay, my baby can't know about Claudette Colvin being the real first woman that didn't get up off the bus and started and then they didn't want to put her in the forefront because she was young and dark skinned and pregnant and messing with a married man. So they picked Rosa Parks because she was more fair skinned and she was more that she looked better on a newspaper. You know, it wasn't just Rosa that sparked the Montgomery bus boycott. My baby knows that. I ain't finna have him running around here thinking it's a tooth fairy, and he knows that. Ain't no way in the world. You know how crazy he gonna be looking? No, I'm not doing that. I treat him. I deal with him on his level. Okay, so I'm not doing that. But I told him this morning what that was about. The thing with Santa Claus. The reason I explained this to him is because he can believe in the character. I have no problem with that at all. You can believe that there is a man-made character that people call Kris Kringle, Santa Claus. And in the books and on the movies and everything, he goes through the chimney. If it ain't a real one, I guess one appears. The reindeer fly. One of them got a red nose. Sometimes kids ride with him. All that. Yeah, you can know that. But he also needs to know that your blessings don't come from Santa Claus. You understand what I'm saying to you? He don't see you when you're sleeping. Jesus does. You understand what I'm saying? And DJ just said this in his live the other day. Oh my gosh, I said the same thing to my son. Listen to that song. He sees you when you're sleeping. That don't sound like Santa Claus. That sound like Jesus. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. No, that ain't for the sake of goodness. You ain't being good just to be good. There's more to it. And when they say you better not pout, you better not cry, 'cause Santa Claus is coming to town. No, he ain't. He ain't. But God is always here. And then there's this big old thing made about Santa Claus on this one day out the year. One day in March, God is watching you. Okay? June, he's still watching you. You understand me? It ain't just that one day. So it's certain things that I just, when it comes to like explaining certain stuff to my baby, I explain it to him on his level. You know, I don't get inappropriate or anything like that, but I explain it to him on his level. And I'm not going to keep sitting back lying, telling my son a lie. Then when he gets older, and that's the Santa Claus stuff, that's one thing. But the thing with his dad, lying, and then when he gets older, he don't know the truth for real. No, man, I'm still trying to figure out stuff from when I was small. I still don't even know when I moved from California to North Carolina. I hear from one person tells me I was a year old. Then somebody tells me I was a newborn. Okay, I was told my dad never paid child support, but then when I got grown, he showed me a box full of receipts to my grandma who had custody of us, full of receipts, showing me that. It's like my baby needs to understand circumstance. That's what I need for him to understand circumstance. And I need for my baby to be so solid and so whole in who he is. He needs to be whole. He needs to be one piece so that it's not pieces of him missing and he tries to put himself back together by pulling pieces from other stuff and other people. I need my son to be so whole. He don't need not another person to fulfill him and make him feel like he's something or somebody. Even if that's his mama, even if that's his daddy. You understand what I'm saying? My thing crooked. Let me fix it. But hold on, let me read some notes from some of these comments. Hi, Sonia. Thank you for blessing my live. You better talk up in this room today. Love you. Better talk. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Exactly. I teach my son the same exact thing. You're on points. Thank you so much. Y'all see why I ain't really stressing these numbers? Listen, if you build it, they will come. Your people, they'll come. I don't want a bunch of foolishness over here. I ain't trying to recruit a bunch of millions of people every day and then got to deal with 100 trolls and all that. I don't. Miss Relentless Renee, I need to stop real quick. Hi, G family. Thank you for blessing my life. Miss Relentless Renee, you I don't know if you're gonna cast the replay, but my first announcement was about you. Yes, it was, girl. Yes, it was. So I have to go back and watch the full video, and I hope you did not delete it, because if you did, I'm gonna be mad at you. But I am so proud of you doing your video with your bandana and your pigtails and looking natural. Okay, fresh face. I love to see. I loved it. When I saw the video, I was like, it was like 4 this morning, so I couldn't really listen like I wanted because I was laying beside AJ. But even the title that let us know, okay, I'm stepping out of my boundaries. I'm doing something different here. And when I saw the title, I got super lit. Like, I know she did not go live. And when I clicked the thing, you went live. And I remember how hard that was for you. Were saying that it was it makes you anxious and stuff like that. And like I said, you gave us a little piece of your parents before, but I appreciate you giving us a little bit more of yourself and opening up. And I just cannot wait to see you just bust out of here one day and just be, just absolutely in love with yourself. Like, I cannot wait. I'm so proud of you. You have no idea. I know. I can tell. I'm so proud. You did it anyway. That's the point. You did it anyway. Be scared, but do it anyway. You did it anyway. I'm lit about that. I love it. Yeah, I know. I missed her live too, G family. I missed it too. I need to go back. But yes, honey, I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh, you have no idea, girl. I'm about to give you a shout out in my group. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait for you to do it again. Like, this is helping my confidence a lot too, and my self-esteem. It really is. It really is. For you guys that are just entering the live, please make sure you love on one another. Also, if you want to drop your link down below, you can. Also, if you hit me up on a comment under a video or on Instagram, what's my Instagram name? Hey, Callie girl. Thank you for joining my live. I need you in here. Yes, yes. Let me see. Let me see. Uh, what was mine? Callie, we are talking about we are talking about whose story is it to tell? I was telling him I watched a recent episode of Grey's Anatomy, and first I watched my virtual world's video of her speaking her story, and other people in her family ended up being her story. And I thought it was so brave and bold because it's hard to tell your story when somebody else is involved in it, other characters. And I watched a recent episode of Grey's Anatomy where someone told their story, and it happened to run into somebody else's story, and the stuff that they told other people didn't know about them. But she was speaking her truth and her story about what happened to her. So that's something that we were talking about this morning. Like, whose story is it to tell? I tell you whose story it is. Yours. You the narrator. Forget that. But it's so much. Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Callie girl. It's so much that has to go into all of that, because I really do believe you should always come from a place of being received. Okay. Like I said, how you perceive things is how you're gonna receive things. If you perceive everybody got an attitude, you're gonna think everybody got an attitude all the time. If you got an attitude all the time, you're gonna think everybody got an attitude all the time. If you're easily offended, you're gonna be afraid of honesty because you're gonna think that you are always offend somebody. You know what I mean? So you have to take those things into consideration. But when you think back to your own story, or you say it, or you repeat it to somebody, or write it down, even remembering certain things, there have been things that have happened to me as a kid, and I think I'll be thinking that I made it up, or I'm exaggerating, or sometimes you get confused about what's real and what's not, because subconsciously, you hide stuff, you put stuff away, you bury it back down in the bottom down there. And then my brother will say something and it'll trigger me. And I'm like, that really happened. Like, that really happened to me. And it's crazy. I remember one time when I was younger, my grandma, I was at school, and my teacher, I think I was in like third grade. My teacher asked us, did we anybody want to bring, how your teachers let you bring a movie? Y'all know she let you bring a movie to work. I don't want to be a party pooper, but since a girl is tired, I will chat with you on your next live stream. Workflow again tonight. I just wanted to sprinkle some love. You're not pooping at anybody's party, baby. Go ahead and get you some rest. I love you from the inside out. I'm so proud of you. But yeah, so the teacher was like, you can bring a movie. Y'all remember that? Used to bring movies. And so when I got home at the time, my favorite movie used to be Air Bud. I used to love Air Bud. I thought the dog playing basketball was so dope. And I'm not gonna lie, it made me think about love you from the inside out, family dream. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. I think that another thing too is I felt sorry for that. I think I've always had a tender heart for people, everything, but it didn't help that when you get abused, it don't help. So it can make you be like easily taken advantage of, for real. So I used to feel bad for the dog, all because the man treated the dog bad. Like, it was just bad. But that was my favorite movie. And when I got home, I asked my grandma, could I take Airbud to school for us to watch a movie? She shut me down immediately. My grandmother was, well, I'll tell y'all about my grandma another time. She was something else. But man, there might be some story times I'm thinking about right here. Anyway, so she said no. So I go to school the next day, and one of my classmates brought the Ninja Turtles movie to school, if I'm not mistaken. The Turtles movie. We watched the movie, and after we watched the movie, the girl told me that I asked her, could I watch it at home? Could I watch that movie at home with my brothers and sisters? And she said, yeah. So she forgot to give me the movie. Something like that. And anyway, she passed me the movie. You know how the buses that park like this? She threw the movie to me through the window. So when I got home from school, I asked my grandma, can we watch this movie? And she said no. And she immediately started saying that I was a thief and I stole it. And she was trying to, like, she was getting all in my face and all this other stuff. And I'm trying to tell her I didn't steal this movie, that my friend let me get the movie to watch at home. Who's going to just give you a movie? All you do is steal and lie. I'm talking about, I'm in like third grade, y'all. So she's saying all this stuff to me. And then my sister, who was in like fifth grade, she walks in front of me and she was like telling my grandma I wasn't lying. She's like, I saw the girl give her the movie. She didn't steal nothing. So my grandmother raised her cane. I will never forget this cane. It was like a copper color, like a penny. And it always was real shiny all the time. And when I would see that shine, I would get so scared. It would scare me so bad when I would see this cane, because it was not just for my grandma to walk. She used to beat us bad with that cane. And she raised it up to hit my sister with it. Oh my gosh. And my sister went to block herself, and the string, on the cane, like it's a string that hangs right there by the handle part, so that if you want to put your wrist in it or whatever. So it caught to my sister's finger, and then my sister took off running. She ran in the room, and at the time the door was broken. It wasn't even on the hinges. She picked the door up and she moved it over in front of the door, in front of the opening, the what you call it, the threshold. And my grandmother, she got up. She was real heavy set at the time, like prednisone made her weight get a lot of water weight. So she got up and she wobbling on in there with her mean self. And then my sister though, before my grandmother could bust in the room or anything, she moved the door. And by the time my grandma came to the door, they were like face to face. And my grandma was just like, "Don't you ever in your life step in front of me again. And when I'm trying to discipline somebody." And she was like, "I didn't ask you nothing, and I don't care about nothing that you say." She's a liar, and I know she stole that movie. What does that teach a child about honesty, huh? What does that teach a child about honesty? What would I and how do you please grown-ups like that? How? What could I have done? That's just how you know it's some raggedy grandparents and raggedy parents, raggedy aunts, uncles, a lot of them. Let's see. Check you guys all later and keep giving us your words of wisdom, girl. Hope I go live later. If you go live later, Family Dream, I will get on. Oh, did you leave? You left yet? I hope you ain't left yet. I am on video 4. No, wait, I got you confused with Family at Heart. And that reminds me though, y'all. If y'all have some playlists that y'all need me to stream, please let me know, because I will forget. I'll forget. But yeah, and so it's like, what do you do? What does a kid do in a situation like that? Who do they tell? I told y'all, like, having a narcissist at home, your hero and your villain, we were made to believe that we should be grateful because my grandmother was raising us, 7 kids, and nobody else probably would have taken all of us. So we should be grateful and blessed that we're together. That's the only thing that I consciously thank my grandmother for. That's it. That's all. I have forgiven her and moved on, but I'm gonna listen. My story time, I don't know if my family should find my channel, because they find this channel, they might be upset with me. Well, upset with their own self, because I ain't got nothing to do with that. But either way, share your story. But what is a child supposed to do in a situation like that? You can't even tell anybody. How are you gonna tell your story as a grown-up if you can't tell your story as a kid? How can we expect that? I know people that tell their kids just to shut up just because. Like, quit talking, be quiet. Hush, be quiet. Dang, they can't even talk. You know what I mean? Even if you say, like I tell my son, it's a time and a place. But that boy talk all day long, just like his mama, all day. Well, how can I get mad about that? And then for my son to talk to me, y'all know how much of a blessing that is. For my son to want to talk to me, that's a blessing for me. For me to know his friends in class, his best friend in class, for me to know how music class was, art class was, for me to know the song they practiced today, for me to know, he told me recently that there was a little boy in our neighborhood that he didn't want to play with anymore because he saw the little boy bullying somebody and he didn't want to be his friend. First of all, I didn't even know that until the little boy came to the house trying to play with my son, and my son said no. I was like, "Why you don't want to play with your friend?" He was like, "I don't want to be his friend no more." He was like, "They bullying that girl yesterday. I saw him running after her, pushing her and stuff." It made me proud, but it's like the communication between us. That's the reason why he's the way he is. I don't be worried about he gonna make mistakes and everything. But I'm not worried about my son's logic. Even if he makes a mistake, a careless mistake, a stupid mistake, he gonna know that was wrong. At least he knows that it was wrong. And I see people that tell their kids, "Shut up, you can't even talk." What in the world? Tell them it's a time and a place. Go in another room. You trying to watch TV, you being rude. But don't just be like, "Quit talking." If grown-ups are talking and a kid is playing over in the corner, shut up. Be quiet. I live in the hood. Do y'all know what kind of stuff I see every day? Every day. It's sad. It is so sad. Girls, keep speaking the truth and the realness. I love it. You keep me up. Keep me with positive vibes. I ride from patient to patient. I have to get off here now, but I will check you later. Thank you so much. Thank you for blessing my life. I've always said, again, respect the child. They grow into adults. Absolutely. And then, you know what else, too? It's not even just about how we treat them and how they learn to be treated or how they expect to be treated. But what are we teaching them in regards to self-love, self-acceptance, self-worth? You treat somebody like dirt, that's what they're gonna feel like. You treat them like crap, they're gonna feel like that. How dare we want to run around treating kids with blatant disrespect all because they're kids? I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. It's really ignorance, right? Because like I said, people don't respect ignorance. They don't respect yours and they don't respect their own. If you have you ever gotten into an argument with somebody because they didn't know something, they get mad because they don't know something, instead of sucking it up and going to find out or being honest about the fact that you just don't know, but you're gonna find out later. You ever fell in love with somebody? Got the white around my lips. Now you tell me that. You ever grew up being around somebody and they are so angry because they lack knowledge about certain things? Well, who y'all know with a PhD out here just arguing with everybody? Hmm. That goes into the knowledge and wisdom thing, right? If you know a lot of stuff from books, and then that makes you think you better, you lack wisdom. For you to think that you know that you better than somebody because you know a lot of stuff from a book, you really ignorant. And it shows. That's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. You can't tell me because you read a book. It's dudes out here that ain't never went to school ever and can teach you so much stuff about life. Like it's sad. It's a shame that we go through that. It worries me. The only reason why I be so worried about the grown-ups is because of the kids. That's the only reason why. Whether you birth a child or not, the kids are our responsibility, all of us, all the time. I feel like I got some more white around my lip. But we have a responsibility, though, as a community, as a village, and not just for the kids, for everyone. I say it takes a village to raise a village, too. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, but anyway, that's all I want to talk about today, y'all. I'm gonna get off this thing because I need to go rejuvenate. Before we go, Allie's goal today is about 4 people. The life of Allie. She needs about 4 people. Tell her, Callie, she need to sleep. She always up. Her and all of y'all need to sleep. You're talking about her, Callie. You need to go to bed. You, Allie, Miss Relentless Renee. Oh my goodness. That's why I can't never find your channel. I always put E's. I'm like, why can't I ever find her? Duh. Thank you, Callie. I'm so slow. That's the channel, guys. I've been putting E's and it ain't been working out. That's why. Now I know. See, look at me not paying attention. Anyway, so Allie needs about 4 people today, y'all. Goals for today. And the Recycled Mom says she needs about 11 people. I want y'all to go check them out, okay? And tell me what you think. Tell me something good. But yeah, I'm gonna get off this thing. I'm not gonna keep this thing running. Oh, and one more thing I learned last night about lives. You still get the time, the views, the watch time, but it can make your retention go down if people aren't watching the whole video. If they watch a couple minutes and then they click out of it and it's a 2-hour long live, that will definitely make your retention go down. So if that's something that you care about, you should be aware of that, okay? I think that's everything I have to say for now. I can go on and on and on. But I thank you all for coming to my live. Thank you all for blessing my live. I love you all from the inside out. Let me hug your neck before I go. Ooh, hug my neck. Still got on my pajama pants. Oh, I love you from the inside out. Ooh, on my chair. Trying to make me fall. You can sleep. But I love y'all from the inside out, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.